Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor, but made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wonder why? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. As usual. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, Lucius. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge the teller? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame, ever blinking the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do, come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd without fear. Got the homie Carter Presents in the building, and look, he already pulling up. Lord, he done got chopped. Now he pulling up. Lord,
hey man, listen. There is no shame in my game.
I ain't mad at you. Look, we starting off right too. God damn, what's going on?
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
See, I thought you would say don't hate me because you ain't me.
You don't want to be me in crazy ass LA right now. You don't want to be up here. You don't want to be up here.
Oh,
stay over there. Keep that Venom shirt warm and wrinkled. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Well, no, look, put some respect on, because not just Venom, it's also Carnage as well. This is a two-piece combo. Two-piece, no biscuit.
Did you get that shirt mailed to you, motherfucker?
No, I did not. But now that you bring it up, we will be addressing that here very shortly. So, yeah, people, I apologize. We were supposed to go live earlier at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. That did not happen because shenanigans. Basically what went down was I had someone come over to do some electrical work and some plumbing work in my master bedroom bathroom. And while they're doing electrical work, they shut off the power to the area so they wouldn't get electrocuted. However, it shut off the power to the because my room is right next to my master bedroom. So it shut down that, and it was a whole debacle. I explained to Carter earlier. I was very angry because at the timing of it all, they literally did it at a weird time, and then went to lunch, and then they didn't come back till after they originally said they were going to come back, but then came back even after we actually would have been live, for me to find out that it wasn't them that turned it off. They had flipped a breaker, but by that time I'd already set the reschedule. I was already angry. I was already pissed off. And I just wanted to play more Horizon Forbidden West, so I just went and did that instead of cussing somebody out. So, that said, we are actually here. We actually can do what we came to do today.
I know you said you beat Dying Light 2.
Yes, I did.
What would you say? Non-bias.
Non-bias. Okay. I
For a
would give the
motherfucker
game...
who has a hard time with Techland zombie games.
wait, you're talking about for you.
Yeah, I'm talking all the way back in
Dead Island.
bitch.
You did. Oh god. Anyway, no. I really so for starters, I love the first Dying Light. I love that game. This one I liked a lot. I will say though, there were some things they changed that I wasn't crazy about.
Okay.
But I beat the game. I enjoyed the story, though. I do feel like the endings felt like they were kind of rushed. When the endings happened,
man.
I don't mean when you get to the end. I'm talking about when you actually are witnessing the ending of the game. It kind of feels like the way that they kind of explain what's going on feels kind of rushed. It's almost kind of like this happened. Bye. Look, they hit you with the Ezra.
Bye.
They hit you with that on the way out. But I would give the game a solid 7 out of 10. A solid 7 out of 10, which I want to make sure people understand it's not a bad score. I know some of us are used to IGN. They only rate games from 7 to 10.
It still cracked me up when you said that. I never thought about it.
Dude, I that shit stuck with me.
Because every time you said it, I'm like, no, they gave God Hand a 2.
I do remember that.
The top PlayStation 2 games of all time, anytime they do a list like that, God Hand is in there.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna rate this game as a 2. But no,
Okay, well, cool.
But it was fun. It was fun. But here's the thing that I am sad to say. While I'm enjoying Horizon Forbidden West, I also do not have the very super strong feelings about it that I had for the first game. I like it. I'm enjoying it, but it's there's some things that happen in that game, like, and I'm not talking about story, I'm talking about like technical things that I just look at and go, man, it's supposed to be a AAA game, man. This ain't supposed to be happening. It's some clipping in that game that's a little weird, but anyway, neither here nor there.
But yeah, I might have to look into that Dying Light too. I still got that discount for the Epic Store. I don't know why people hate the Epic Store. I feel like I love
the Epic Store.
Yeah, I feel like it's the PC equivalent of, you remember, now you gonna know exactly what I'm talking about because we were working at GameStop around this time. Remember you had the PS3 side and 360 side, or what did the motherfuckers call themselves? Trade for life.
Oh yeah.
That's what I feel like the Epic Store versus Steam is. It's like the PC equivalent of console wars, which is so fucking stupid.
It really, it is. See, that's the thing. And you know how people, PC master race people, they were always like, yeah, we don't have anything stupid like fucking console wars. We're just the best. And it's like, dude, y'all argue over which platform y'all play games on PC. Get the fuck out of my face. But no, that said,
which Dr. Strong said somebody gonna yell at me for your lateness.
Hey, dude, that shit will happen. Do not play.
That's why I'm just gonna stay at home. Dude, I ain't going nowhere else.
I'm actually surprised it hasn't. I'm probably gonna go look into my DMs. I'm gonna find a message. Somebody like, yeah, man, I love the show. Y'all great. Really appreciate everything y'all do. However,
damn, Ed Boy in the cut said, why am I clipping through ladders in a game I paid $69 for?
Okay, all right. So look, I didn't say it. Look, I just want to point out something. I didn't even say what my problem was, and Ed Boy the cut came right out the gate and was like, and that was the thing. That's actually precisely, there was a part where Ed Boy know what I'm talking about. When you jump from a ledge and you grab onto a ladder, even if it's a surface that she shouldn't, like, basically what they did, they used the same animation for when she grabs a ledge from afar, when she's jumping towards an actual, like, cliffside, and if she's grabbing a pole or, like, some kind of a tree branch or some bullshit like that. They use the same animation. So when she hit that motherfucker and that forward momentum hits her and moves her, she goes through. Like, so let's say it's a cliffside wall. She hits that motherfucker like it's a pole. She hits that motherfucker, go boom, and then come back. Whole body just go through the rocks. Ed Boy know what I'm talking about. I'm
gonna tell you the one thing that tripped me out in that statement he paid, or in that statement he put out. Horizon $70.
PS5. PS5 version is $75 off rip. Dude, hell, some of these games are $79. I've seen some $79 next gen games. These motherfuckers, they proud of these games.
And all my friends peeking around corner, Carter, when you getting your PS5, bro? When you getting your PS5, man?
He's like, I'm good.
I'm not finna pay $70. I didn't like paying 10 for the Game of the Year edition of Horizon because I have yet to finish it.
Damn.
You know,
well,
where
go ahead and finish that first. And by the time you finish it, it'll be on West.
I'm back hooked on my goddamn Vita again. I'm not touching this PS4.
Well, not to mention that motherfucker probably still sounds like it's about to take off.
I cleaned it. I went through a thing of where I opened the PS4. I opened the PC. I actually opened the PC to clean it, but then I saw too many technical thingies in there. So I said, no, we're going to put these nails right back in here. We're going to close this back up. I lightly swept some of the dust, but now you like, come on, be honest. You think I can't even sneak and play a PS4. You know how I would feel if I was cheating on somebody. I come in the house to play Horizon. I'm caught right there.
Dude, see, that's one of the things that used to make me so mad. My daughter could sleep through a fucking nuclear bomb, but she'd hear that fucking PlayStation beep and come running. Daddy, what you playing?
That is one, like, that's
you want to play Sackboy? I want to play Sackboy Adventures. I want to play, or actually lately has been, I want to play Streets of Rage.
No, Lord.
But we've been bullied. See, it's funny because Carter and I actually haven't talked that much this week, so we fucking around a little more than usual. But this is actually the first time I think we legit spoke to each other since last week. But let's get into let's first before we get into everything. We are gonna be talking about the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness Super Bowl trailer, the Moon Knight trailer. We'll also be talking about Peacemaker finale.
Yep.
And some other stuff. There's some other stuff that'll be in there too. But first things first, Jamal Simmons coming through with the $20 super chat. Says, what do you guys think about the Illuminati being in Doctor Strange 2 movie, Blerd and Carter? So, who do you want to be in the Illuminati on your point of view? We're actually going to talk about that because when we get into the... I'm actually going to address this when we get into the trailer. I'm going to address it when we get to the trailer because it's actually something I did really want to talk about. Because it's kind of crazy. Also, thank you for the 26 months, and thank you for that. Congratulations on the 65.3K. Thank you for that. Because
I'm happy you said thank you because it says congratulations, Blerd and Carter. That him.
Well, you're a part of it. You're a part of it.
I'm a part of it, yeah, but
you part of it.
That's all him. I'm sitting at like 300 something on my YouTube. No.
We add that on top of.
If y'all want, because you see, I said it on Twitter. Don't think I forgot any of you motherfuckers. Okay, yeah, Ernie and I are having a conversation and shit like that, but don't think I forgot about any of you motherfuckers about that goddamn Peacemaker intro on Twitter. Okay, okay. If you want it so goddamn,
he ain't like that shit.
And yeah, you didn't make it any better. You know, he ain't real enough to do it. I said, this ugly motherfucker here. He's lucky I'm at work. He is lucky that I am saved.
Well, you sanctified.
I am. Okay. Don't let me put the fear of God in you. But what I'm saying is, if I get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, I'll do the fucking intro. I'll do it for my intro to all my videos.
Ooh, see, hold them to it, y'all. So y'all know what y'all got to go do. Go flood the channel right now. And just flood them up with subs. Y'all know what to do. Y'all handle it. We got Sky ER with the $4.99. Says, glad to be here. Hope you're all having a great week. We are. Well, I am. So far. I won't vouch for Carter. But I will assume that he is having something akin to a good weekend.
I'm good. It's after the Super Bowl and all the prostitutes in LA are all out and about. So it's
dude, that's a lot of hoes in LA. That's all I was
like looking at them and giggling. I can't help it.
Dude, that's
terrible. The only time you will ever hear about Carter giggling is when I'm just looking at hookers walk across the street.
Well, with that said,
yep.
You know what? Just because I don't because we're already late as is. I don't want to belabor the moment any at all. So we're just gonna go ahead and dig right the fuck on into it. There is another thing where I want to kind of address it, but we'll get to it at the middle of the show once we get past all the major shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one I really want to dig into because this is gonna take some time. I want to spend some time on this. And that is the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness official trailer, which I mean, look, let's just go ahead and just let's just dive right the hell into it. I'm pulling the trailer up as we speak. Carter, do you have it? I'm sure. Look, this motherfucker doing the firecracker kung fu as we speak.
If a fat Hawaiian can do it with no training,
I mean,
Moana, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, you ain't wrong. You're not wrong. Here we go. Blam. I'm gonna blow that up. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Let's run through this just to I want to refresh everybody's memory in case they don't remember everything that transpired in the Super Bowl trailer, the official trailer too, mind you. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Carter, you got it queued up?
I do.
Go ahead and hit it.
Every night, I dream the same dream. And then...
That's like 20 folks just died right there. That's a Sam Raimi shot,
The
if ever there
nightmare
was one.
begins.
I'm gonna say something about that before you.
I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange.
He's like, I can't.
You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
No lie, everything he just saw, everything's all fucked up.
What do you know about
That's
the
how I feel when I
multiverse?
wake up after
Perez had
like
his
being asleep
theories.
for like too long.
He believed it
That's
was
what I expect to
dangerous.
see.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
Hey, man. Yeah, I'll buy the
Creation
mixtape.
of reality. Will not go unpunished.
You about to bear Mortal Gangsta Grills?
Too many wizards, not enough hoes.
Things just got out of hand.
That is something I do want to address here when we get to the breakdown portion.
To become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy.
You was holding folks hostage, Wanda.
Doesn't seem fair.
You said, folks, you mean the whole goddamn town?
May 6th, it's going down.
And also, Donnie Cates did confirm, because I didn't realize people thought this,
Mhm.
but that shot at the end, that was not null. Apparently, a lot of people thought that was null.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. First, and I'm glad you said that because let's go ahead. I need a graphic for this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on Fiverr one of these days, just pay somebody to make me a graphic for. You know how like news outlets they have their stuff for when like they have a segment that just happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like I need to have a white tears segment. I need to have a y'all need to calm the fuck down segment. And we need to have a debunking bullshit segment. That's what this is. What
Lord.
like just imagine right now the letters, the crawl is coming up and everything's just like debunking bullshit. That's the segment. There you go. Now we're in the segment. Cool. So now we're professional. First off, let's get the one thing out of the way. Everybody who said they saw Superior Iron Man, I'm gonna need all y'all to sit down. I'm gonna need all y'all. Lord.
I don't know, because when I was started reading online and they said that Tom Cruise was supposed to be in this, that was the first I'd heard of it. I ain't heard shit about Tom Cruise being in Marvel movies.
No, exactly. No. Okay. Well, let's be real here. Let's be real here. So the thing that kind of blew my mind up was like, okay, there's a shot in here. I want to pull this up because I want to make sure that we can show this off. I want to make sure we can actually show this in all its glory. And here I want to make sure we got this overlay just right because sometimes shit just be funky. Anyway, yeah, here we go. We got it. So there's a shot right here. A lot of people saw this shot that I'm pulling up right now. A lot of y'all I saw on Twitter thought this was Superior Iron Man. I almost fell out. I saw people posting pictures, said, "Man, you see it? You see it? That was Iron Man, but it's the Tom Cruise version." No, it ain't. And I'm gonna show y'all who it was. Bam, y'all look at this. And here, Carter. You remember how they used to do on CSI?
Mm-hmm.
Enhance. Bam, we're enhancing. We're enhancing. Get close.
I saw one person enhance it and they put like a mustache on it.
Yeah.
Or it would look like they put a mustache on it. I started laughing.
Man, if y'all don't get y'all's ugly asses out my face, that is not Iron Man. That's a whole black woman. That's a whole black woman. What a lot of people are saying is this is either... And actually, if you look, and you'll see this if you look at the movie poster, there is a star of Hala, which is the symbol of Captain Marvel. This is a version of either, and like I said, it's hard to tell just from the picture, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think this might not even be Tiana Paris, who played Monica Rambeau in WandaVision. I actually think this it would make more sense if it was, but part of me wonders if this is Lashana Lynch, who played her mother, Maria Rambeau, in the Captain Marvel movie. Just the way she normally wears her hair, just kind of like just average everyday walking around. It kind of fits this, and whatever. But this is, I'm presuming, either Maria or Monica Rambeau in an alternate reality, a multiverse version, a Captain Marvel variant, if you will, of one of those two as Captain Marvel. So yeah, let's get that out of the way first. Let's put that to bed. Let's put that to bed. Other thing, someone said they saw Deadpool. Now, this wasn't in the trailer. This was in the poster.
See, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Someone...
And John Rogers in the chat saying that Superior Iron Man was in the TV spot, not the trailer.
Okay, maybe he was. I did not see it. I tell you what I saw in the TV spot. The TV spot, which does have other footage, I saw a variant of Doctor Strange that is not in this one. There's a version of Doctor Strange that kind of looks almost more like the Ultimate comics Doctor Strange.
Okay.
With the black and red, not like the blue and red.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was an Ultimate Doctor Strange. I don't fuck all about.
I don't fucks with Ultimate comics like that.
I just didn't read a lot of Ultimate stuff.
I didn't like them. I didn't start liking Ultimate until Miles Morales. When Miles Morales dropped, that's when I was like, okay, now y'all got something.
But see, I'm not gonna say that. I knew about Ultimate just because I would see it at Barnes. I would see the books at Barnes and Noble, so I knew it was a thing. But my experience with the Ultimate Universe begins and ends with the Ultimate Spider-Man game on GameCube way back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. I totally get that. Let's dig a little more into this. Well, first things first, of course, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Cats and dogs are living together. The world has gone to absolute shit. Taki. And of course, as we've seen in plenty of the other teasers, trailers, spots and such, Doctor Strange is on the struggle bus. Of course, we know we got America Chavez. Actually, we get a lot of America Chavez in this trailer, whether people realize it or not.
And that was the thing I didn't really care about in the trailer, really.
Really? Interesting. Well, one thing I can definitely say is for one, we see her powers at work in this shot that I have pulled up here. It happens really fast, so it's easy to miss. But this is a star, which is usually how her powers tend to, like, she punches or kicks open portals to God only knows what. But yeah, this is the house that Doctor Strange built. Anyway, but yeah, like this shot right here, this is once again America Chavez getting, man, this looks like a scene straight out of a hentai. Lord have mercy. Somebody has got her hemmed up. And I feel like
now you go get in trouble because somebody was already in the chat salty because I brought up the LA hookers, even though they're hilarious. And now you bringing up hentai.
Look,
you're gonna have people thumbing down this video, man. Even though you're just saying it to be funny, like I was saying it to be funny.
Hey, I have a sense of humor. People. I have a sense of humor. Leave me alone.
I didn't even see that star the first time I watched that trailer.
Oh, you didn't? Dude, it's in there. It's in there. Yeah, this is the same. This shot here and this shot, these are same scene. But I feel like I should know who this is, and they look terribly familiar to me. I want to say it's one of the classic Marvel monsters, like one of the motherfuckers that you always see hanging out with, like Fin Fang Foom or some bullshit, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Though there also are a lot of bands and bandages and shit, so who knows? It could be Sidorak for all I know, and they just made Sidorak look ugly as fuck. But anyway, moving on. But the whole thing here, what people are going crazy about is all the shit that is popping off in this trailer. Carter, do you remember? this was a story arc, a Marvel story arc that has its fans and has its detractors, and probably more detractors than fans. I don't know. Depends on where you fall on that line. But a lot of people were talking about, there's the scene that comes up where Doctor Strange, he gets slapped in the irons. And here, let's see if we can get to that. I'm trying to see if I can find that shot. Here it is. He gets slapped in the irons. And then he winds up going. They're throwing him in the hoosh gal. He's learning that orange is in fact the new black, and we see some robots carrying him off. And there's something I found very interesting about these robots. Because Carter, did you recognize what they were?
I didn't at first, but I have watched several people's reactions, so they're all saying they're Ultron bots.
Okay, I'm glad you got that correct. Because there were other people who said it incorrectly. They said that it was everything but an Ultron bot. People were trying to come up with all kind of dumb bullshit reasons. What
It's Bastion.
Yeah, dude. Okay, nah, you joke, but nah, I actually saw. Man, look, it's little mini Sentinels. Or no, what was I'm trying to remember. Somebody called them something else. It was something started with a T, and I just giggled when I looked at
What
it.
Sentinels y'all done seen that's like 5'11"? Get the fuck out.
Look, we ain't seen no 5'11" Sentinels since the X-Men the arcade game back in like '92. Y'all get the fuck out of my face with that shit.
Oh my goodness.
But no, this shot right here, this is what had everybody losing their shit, because in this scene we actually do hear, and I believe it's even been confirmed, that is Patrick Stewart's voice.
I didn't hear it the first time, or I heard it, but I didn't even think about Patrick Stewart. It wasn't until our mutual buddy brought it up and was like, "I know you heard Professor Xavier." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
There were people like, "Oh yeah, that's." But see, here's the thing. I wonder sometimes if you. Okay, so friend of the channel, Robo Strange, he actually showed me something that kind of fucked my whole worldview up. And that was, it was a video of, I believe it was Grover from Sesame Street. Mm-hmm. And there's a thing where, like, you see the thing, it says, "Hey, watch this video of Grover cursing." And when you listen to the video after reading that statement, it actually does sound like he cursed. Like, it sounds like he says, "Oh, that's a fucking excellent idea," or some shit like that. But if you actually go back and watch the actual video when someone says, "No, this actually is not the case, he didn't actually curse," and then you go back and listen to it, it's like, you don't hear the curse word at all, and nothing's changed. It's like, it's one of those things where I'm wondering, like, oh, someone says Patrick Stewart, so now everybody's hearing that it's Patrick Stewart. But I think it is actually Patrick Stewart, and of course, it's not the most of confirmations, but clearly that's a bald-ass head looking down.
But how do you not know that's just not the back of somebody's neck? You don't know if they could.
He might have a long neck. I don't know. He might be. He might be from the land before time. He might be. What was it? His name might be Littlefoot. That's it.
Lord.
Confirmed. Littlefoot is in the MCU. I've called it. It's happening. I've said it. It's a thing. Y'all can go and quote tweet me and all that stuff. You quote Blerd without fear. Called it.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and this is why, like, I saw a lot of people get excited for this, but we have to remember, you all got excited one other time that this happened. Okay, let's go back a bit.
Let's go back to the Wayback Machine.
Way back, real quick. Let's go back to WandaVision. When Wanda opened that door and saw her brother, a lot of y'all asses got excited.
Thought it was Quicksilver.
Come to find out that wasn't the case. No. So yes, this might be Charles Xavier's voice, but this might be Chuck from down the street.
Look,
this might not be Professor Xavier.
What if we heard his voice, but it was James McAvoy?
But you know what? I can't even laugh at that. You know how many people will probably think that I was fucking it's the thing, it's
what? Yeah, Carter, you froze on me. Carter, did we lose you?
I'm here.
Okay, never mind. Like, you had completely froze. on my
You
screen.
completely froze.
Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway.
You were trapped in the Matrix.
Oh, maybe I was. So you mean tell me I was a shitty game dev working for a shitty game dev company in a shitty movie about the Matrix?
One of those. You look like one of those billboards I see when I'm about a new TV show where I see on the side of the buses because you were just smiling there like this, like one of those "It's Always Sunny" teaser posters and shit.
Now I'm scared. But no.
But we don't know if this is Xavier. We know it's Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
But we don't know if it's Xavier. Though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to bite. I'm willing to bite. So, but okay. Here's the other thing, and I want to get back to this.
Right.
In this shot, someone actually did a little bit of sleuthing in here. Ooh, that ass. Anyway, so up here, someone kind of tried to figure out who this was. Where a lot of people are thinking this is Mr. Fantastic. That's what
they swear up and down. That's a 4 right there.
Yeah. Everybody think like right here. They're like, nah, man. See, you gotta look, man. You gotta get in close, and you gotta squint. Like real big, like you got to get the big squint. You can't do like little squint. You got to do big squint. And if you clock your head like at about maybe like 3:15, then you'll see Mr. Fantastic. I don't. Who knows? I will say I think I know who this character is. Over here, the woman, or what appears to be a woman. I'm not going to assume their gender. But I guess I am if I'm going to say who I think it is. I think this might be Captain Carter. I think. Because there is a tease in the poster that she's in this movie. Okay. There's actually a tease of it. So I guess, while we're here, I'll show the tease, but then we'll also go to the thing that I saw that... because here we go. Let's go vertical for a second.
You know what would be funny?
Mm-hmm.
What if it was I cannot remember the name they gave her on the series. What if it's a female Loki?
Oh, it's about Sophie?
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Honestly, I could see that happening. I could see that being a thing. I could even see us seeing Kang in this, and we just don't know it yet.
Anything is possible. We got Baron Mordo with Allen Iverson dreads. I mean,
we really do. But
that boy got the braids on deck.
Once again, the reason why I say what I say is because we got this shot here in the poster. This is clearly Captain Carter's shield from Marvel What If. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people will probably say, oh, well, they're probably just showing how interconnected everything is. No, because if you actually look through these, like all of these shards of glass, it's all people who are in the movie. Like Wanda. This is clearly Wanda right here. This is America Chavez right here. We see Strange or one of his variants. Another shot of Wanda. And if you kind of cut around, we see Rachel McAdams, Night Nurse, right here, or Christine in the movies, who stayed getting clapped. You couldn't keep that woman alive. This is America Chavez again. We got Allen Iverson right here, fresh off the court. We got another Doctor Strange.
Now, is that the one you and I are thinking? Is that evil
about Strange
Marvel
Supreme?
What If Jafar got there?
Yeah. Strange Supreme. I think it is. I actually think it is.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. While we're looking at all these, and the reason why I want to point out, once again, America Chavez, this is actually one of the Strange variants. I think this is the one that everybody saw and thought it was Tom Cruise. I don't know. Maybe. I could be wrong. Also, we've got Shuma Gorath, who, by the way, so Carter, we were right and wrong at the same time. Apparently, that is Shuma Gorath. Yeah. However, they don't have the rights. Marvel does not have the movie rights to use the name Shuma Gorath. That's why they're calling him Gargantos. We're actually going to talk about... Well, I guess we can talk about it now. But basically, the reasoning behind it, I know it makes no sense. But apparently, and I didn't know this, but Shuma Gorath is actually from Kull the Conqueror. I don't know why I didn't remember that. But basically, he was a creation of Robert E. Howard, the same guy who created Conan. they never secured the rights to use his name in anything other than comics and, you know, the other stuff we've seen him in, like, you know, Marvel's Capcom or whatever. But movie rights, they have no license to use the Shumagorath name, and apparently they never bothered to get it. Like, they just didn't want to bother with it because they didn't want to go through yet another debacle where someone else has the rights to something that they're using and that they may not be able to use it in the future.
Oh, so it's one of those cases where y'all know what it is.
Y'all know. Which they use the name Gargantos because there is a character in Marvel named Gargantos, but it's not the same character. Gargantos is just a sea monster. This is a eldritch being, you know, some kind of elder god type deal. But yeah, so in the movie, his name will very likely be Gargantos as opposed to Shumagorath, but rest assured, it is Shumagorath. Other one, the Minotaur character that everybody was freaking out about. I don't know why, because most of y'all didn't even know who the fuck it was. I believe the character's name is Rentra. I can't remember exactly. It's been a long time. I've only ever seen that character twice in my entire life. But once again, another Rachel McAdams, very likely a variant of some sort or another version. Once again, yeah, we saw Strange Supreme. But here's the thing that people were losing. Let me see if I can get back to it. There was something else in here. People were actually getting really, like, super duper heated, crazy about. A lot of folks thought, like, this shot, I think it's this one. Let me zoom out a little bit just to double check it. Oh no, it's this one. There were motherfuckers here saying that was Deadpool. There were motherfuckers saying, like, this, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is starting to get on Spider-Man No Way Home levels of fuckery of who gonna be in it. Like, I think before this movie comes out, we're gonna get another Spider-Man No Way Home meme for this movie where people be like, yeah, man, I saw Indiana Jones in the broken glass. Yeah, man, dude, bro, you know what I saw? I saw Baby Boy. I saw Tyrese from Baby Boy in the glass.
Shut up. Oh,
you know somebody
goodness.
gonna be, yeah, bro, man. I saw the kid version of Doughboy for Boys in the Hood. He in the glass. See, look, he's right there, man. If you just gotta squint. He right there. Look at him. Look at him right there. But no, but in all seriousness, though, the reason why a lot of people are, you know, or reason why I brought a lot of that up to begin with is because we have the shot that we see with you know, Benedict Cumberbuns, and yes, I said that on purpose. Benedict Cumberbuns, where he's walking through, like, he's got all this here, let's see, let's go back to it. Yeah, he's got all this shit, you know, the statues and shit around him. You know, a lot of people brought up the Illuminati, but another thing I thought of too was, I wonder if they're gonna kind of slick adopt some of the Age of Ultron shit. Like, cause this kind of reminds me of the Age of Ultron setup. Yeah, even with, like, the Ultron bots and shit. Not saying Ultron's in charge of shit. Who knows? He might be. I don't know. Shit, he might be on the Illuminati in this version. But I think we're gonna see the Illuminati in this movie. I just don't think they're gonna be the Illuminati exactly the way we're used to seeing the Illuminati. Just, I don't think it's gonna be exactly what everybody's thinking it's going to be.
Yeah.
But let's keep pushing on through. There's some trippy shit in this trailer. This shot right here where they're, like, flying through space-time and dinosaurs and shit are popping off, and then motherfucker turned into a goddamn Jenga tower that's getting ready to fall apart. Like, all this shit. Like, I was like, bruh. I was like, dude, only Sam Raimi could do that. But, you know, of course, we got our homie Strange Supreme. I'm saying it. It's Strange Supreme. Of course, the stuff we talked about earlier. And, of course, you know, Shumagorath, Gargantos, whatever his name is.
Yep.
Dude, okay, so the shot that we're on right here, Carter, I don't know if you see what I'm looking at right now, but did you get any Avengers Disassembled vibes off this shot?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was just me. I'm crazy. But
I was too busy trying to absorb the trailer because I really enjoyed the shots of the trailer. I really loved the fucking music in this trailer.
It was very good. It was very good.
Plus, I was trying to more so focus on, okay, what is America Chavez going to do? Who is that? Who is this? Who is trying to lay hands on Scarlet Witch? Why are there two Scarlet Witches? Why are we going inside this woman's orbital socket? I like how she's basically calling Doctor Strange sexist. He's a misogynistic pig because he can fuck with stuff and it's cool, but she can't do it. It's tokenization is what it is, Ernie. That's really what we're going into here. Okay.
He chose that one. Okay. All right, let's go.
But I wasn't really thinking about Disassembled at all. And then when I started reading about this Tom Cruise, a pair of Iron Man, then I see this fucking mustache that they put on the show. What is happening in this trailer right now? I didn't even realize people were saying that thing at the end was they thought it was null. So I
saw it.
I had so many different things. I had so many different things going on in my head. I was not thinking about Disassembled.
Well, like the thing I think the thing we really got to look at is, okay, so for one, yes, just to kind of show you guys what we're talking about here, the thing that Donnie Cates was saying was not null. The thing he was emphatically saying was not null. God of the Symbiotes is not the King in Black. It was this thing. A lot of people saw this and were like, "Oh shit, it's null." No, that's not null. I'm sorry, but gone somewhere, y'all. Not every motherfucker you see with black shit floating around him and wearing black and red is null. Let's calm down. Like, I think that we even see the shot of him right here before all that happens. This shot right here, he's absorbing all this stuff. This might actually just be Strange Supreme, honestly, if I had to hazard a guess, but I could be wrong there as well. But the thing that so this movie's gonna have what appears to be multiple villains, and I will say villains. I only want to say villains. I'll just say antagonists. Because you brought up something that is very important. The part with Wanda where she's talking about how you get to fuck up the multiverse and you're the hero, but if I fuck with some shit, I'm the villain. I don't think that shit's fair. Well, once again, I do want to readdress that because me and my wife kind of got into a little bit of a thing about that because she was like, I don't think it's fair either. I was like, let's be fair. I don't think Doctor Strange was holding anybody hostage, other than Sandman. Everybody else was happy, it seemed. In No Way Home, all the folks, they're like, oh, we get to kill Spider-Man? Cool, let's go. But like the one person I think that was actually legitimately not here for it was Sandman. He just wanted to go home and see his kid. But like Wanda had folks hanging up clothes and crying. Like, you remember that shit where she had the woman, the woman was in tears. She was just like, like just bawling and couldn't go home. She was like, my baby needs me. Like, she had taken folks from her family. Yes, you the bad guy for doing that. And we get it. You missed Vision. But you know what? Daredevil been doing just fine without Vision. So, let's let it go. Just let it go. But I think we're going to end up seeing Wanda and Doctor Strange, definitely. They're probably going to be at odds. I don't think they're going to be at odds as much as people probably think they are. But I do think there is going to be something that happens where they are.
Yeah, I think they'll be on the same page up until a point.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah,
because I'm going to go and tell y'all right now, this right here, this ain't the face of a happy woman. This woman is not happy. She is very displeased at the way things are going right now. But no, I do think at some point there will be some kind of a conflict. But I think in the end, I don't think Wanda is going to be made out to be the bad guy in all this because they kind of already tried that with WandaVision, making her out to be the bad guy. Like, we've already done that. I don't think we need to retread that ground again for, people that, are going to go see this movie. Because very likely, if you're going to go see
Doctor that was Strange, them trying to make her the bad guy, they failed because that was the sister who was grieving and just went off the deep end.
Well, no, just like, I'm talking about more in the sense of how, like, I'm not saying that Marvel tried to paint her out to be the bad guy exactly, but they put her in a position where she was doing some things that were morally questionable.
Oh, gotcha.
And like, there is an episode, I forget which one it is. I think it might be either episode 3 or 4 of WandaVision. There's that part where like she's straight up murking cats. Yeah, outside the bubble.
Here to you saying Scarlet Witch will always be the bad guy.
Damn, that man said, "No, she the bad guy, plain and simple. Period. But no, I do think, of course, I don't think Shu McGorath is even gonna play that big of a role in this. I honestly kind of feel like Shu McGorath is gonna be kind of a one and done just kind of thing. I think he's just gonna show up just for them to have. You know what he might be? He might be the thing that they're fighting at the beginning of the movie, and it's like, okay, cool, we're done with this.
That's
Moving
what
on.
I feel like he is, and that's how they're gonna introduce Miss America.
Yeah, I think that's gonna end up being, how that ends up.
Like maybe she
out.
punched through and got to the MCU, but it followed her, and then shenanigans.
Right. It's because like I said, there's clearly crazy shit happening in the trailer that kind of would lead us to believe that there might be some shenanigans going on here. And like I said, we see, the multiple instances where we see her power like just kicking in and just fucking shit up left and right. Yeah. So I'm into it. But as for like everything else, I guess for who's gonna be in the movie, who's not gonna be in the movie, is Tom Cruise in the movie? I don't think Tom Cruise. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not seeing it.
It's funny how you can show a different shot at different moments in time and how they look like two completely different things. Because the one I've seen, it looks like the Superior Iron Man face thing with the little Tony Stark mustache, but then the one you just showed somewhat clearly looked like a sister that just had a low fade with twists in her head. So,
yeah. It is kind of weird how that works, but I don't know. I personally, I don't think we need it. I really don't need it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this, but I was never checking for Tom Cruise to show up as Iron Man in anything. I know that was a thing that almost happened, and if it happens, cool, but I don't want them dedicating screen time to that shit. Like, that's okay, Carter, you saw Deadpool 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the gag they had with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Well, like, motherfucker just showed up literally that quick and was gone that quick. You could do that shit. Like, you just have them flying through the multiverse. It's like, oh, hey, it's Iron Man, but it's Tom Cruise. Cool. Keep on moving. Keep that shit moving. I don't want a movie. I don't want the movie to like slow down to focus on some shit, because this movie already has enough moving parts as is. Yes, Spider-Man No Way Home got away with it, but they did it intelligently because they didn't really focus on any of the villains beyond Doc Ock and Green Goblin. Everybody else was just kind of like, oh, okay, they're there too. Like, Jamie Foxx got a little bit more screen time than Lizard and Sandman, and only just barely. That's how you make shit like that work, because you can't just, like, and I know we joke about this, but if you do the movie the way a lot of people are trying to say it's going to be, you know what it's going to be like, Carter? It's going to remind me of old 90s Attitude Era WWE, where it's going to be like, oh my God, Stone Cold's making his way, business is about to be, wait, whose music is that? Oh my God, it's Kane! Through hellfire and brimstone, Kane just ripped the cage. He ripped the door off the cage. Oh my God, wait a minute, who's that? The Undertaker. He just ripped the floor of the mat open. He just pulled Bret Hart down to the hell down below. That's what the movie's gonna fucking sound like if they do all the shit that everybody's saying. It's gonna sound like an old ass WWE, like not even WWE. I'm saying WWF match. This is some motherfucking shit you would only see happen if you were playing SmackDown versus Raw type bullshit. I don't want that. I want something a little more coherent. Yeah, a little more coherent. That's all I'm saying. Okay. But that said, awesome trailer.
Yeah.
Awesome trailer. I'm into it. I actually kind of forgot for a while Sam Raimi was directing this.
I'm happy you said that, because when I think Sam Raimi, I don't think what that trailer looked like.
Yeah.
I was more so when I found out he was going to be doing the movie, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought it was going to be more so Evil Dead 2, kind
Okay.
of horror comedy, Army of Darkness.
I was thinking
kind of
Drag Me to
vibes.
Hell.
I've seen that movie in bits and pieces.
Okay. Well, it's similar vibe. Like it's horror comedy. And that's
Yeah.
why, okay, and this is, I want people to comment because I remember somebody cooked me on Twitter, and I believe it was Task, and we're cool with each other. We're not like bosom buddies or anything, but Task treated me like I was a whole idiot for saying that this is not going to be a real horror movie the way people are thinking. Because, yeah, they kept saying, oh, it's going to be a horror movie. It's going to be a horror movie set in the MCU. This is not a horror movie.
Yeah, that did nothing. No,
there's nothing.
No.
Okay, there will be horror elements in it, but it is not going to be a horror movie. It's the same way that people said, oh, Eternals is going to be the MCU's first drama. It's not actually really a drama. It has dramatic elements. There's a difference between being a horror movie and being a movie that happens to have some horror elements. You can put horror elements in anything.
I mean, the last time they said
time.
that, it bit them in the ass, because if you remember, New Mutants was supposed to be a horror movie.
Yeah, no, well, and that went through like shit tons of reshoots and shit. Well, I'll throw you another one. Ant-Man and the Wasp. They were like, oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp was going to be the first MCU rom-com. And it's like...
Oh, I thought you were going to say horror movie.
No. I was like, this isn't going to be like any kind of... This is not a romantic comedy. This is straight... It's a comedy. That's what it is. It's just a regular-ass comedy. There's nothing... I mean, I guess it's a rom-com because the two leads are dating. But, I mean... It's not a rom-com in the same way you would think of, like, the old early 2000s era of Katherine Heigl. where every other week Katherine Heigl had a new terrible rom-com out. I don't think it's good.
That will still be the chick from Roswell to me.
Damn. I'm always, honestly, God, Katherine Heigl. I'm trying to remember what was the first thing I ever saw her in. Yeah, clearly it doesn't matter because I don't remember. But, honestly, I'm just always like, every time I see her, I'm just like, ooh, box office poison. But, but no, I do, like I said, I think the movie's going to be good. I think the movie's going to be good. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. I don't think that it's going to be what people think it's going to be. Because, like, a lot of times actors and directors and writers, whatever, they do these interviews and they say things and people just take them and run with them. And I'm sorry. This is not going to be a horror movie the way y'all think. Well, a lot of people think they think this is going to be some fucking Friday 13th shit. No, this is going to be a horror movie in the MCU, which is basically to say it's going to be funny and it'll have a couple of moments that'll make you go, ooh. Like they'll probably have a cat run by and knock some shit over and scare the fuck out of you because that's what a lot of movies do. They always have the random cat that knocks shit over or you, oh, wait, what was that sound? Oh, it was the studio cat.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move it on along because I think we talked a good bit about that one. Let's take a look at Moon Knight. Let's take a look at Moon Knight right quick. This one, there's not really a whole heap of a lot to, at least I don't think, because a lot of the stuff they showed in the Moon
Yeah, the
Knight,
Super Bowl thing was quick.
yeah, it was
quick.
well, not only was it quick, but a lot of it was shit that technically
We had already seen.
we've already seen.
Yeah, all I needed to see was that suit, was that Mr. Knight suit. I said, I'm watching it.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
watching
well, the only thing I really want to focus on, and I'm not, we're not even going to play the trailer for this because, like I said, it's pretty much the same trailer that we've seen before.
Yeah.
What I am going to show is this shot right here was. I know a lot of people talk about the shot with the suits and stuff.
Mhm.
This was the shot that I dug. Seeing Oscar Isaac with a whole ass Khonshu behind him.
Behind him, yeah, that was dope.
That was
dope.
actually slick.
That was dope.
This right here, I'll just to kind of run through, like, just that motherfucker just pulled up on him, just like he's like, just dude, he's like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, I don't get it. but yeah, seeing this shot right here, like, okay, well, this is like the Sailor Moon slot, but yeah, like seeing him do this, that was it for me. Like this, where he had like the cape in the crescent moon shape. I was like, all right, y'all know what the fuck you doing. Okay, carry on. That was all I needed to see. That was all I needed to see from that trailer. It was good. It was solid. It did everything that it needed to do. It didn't need to do anything more than what it did beyond that. I will say now the Mr. Knight thing, that part I thought was really cool, but that wasn't really so much, I think, in the trailer as it was a shot that they did in the Empire magazine spread that came
Empire? Lucius Lyon's supposed to be in this?
Look, and they're going to have rap music. Mr. Knight got bars. Mr. Knight going to do a song with Taraji P. Henson right now.
Yeah.
But no, I will say, you know what I like about this? That whoever it is, I forget who it is that's actually in charge of this, they learned something from Deadpool.
How so?
Look at his mask. Look at his mask when he's Mr. Knight. And even when he's Moon Knight proper. What I like about it is he has the white eyes. He has the glowing white eyes like, you know, comic book characters tend to have when they have a mask on. And Deadpool had it. Not so much glowing. His were just plain white eyes. But I like that they made Mr. Knight's glowing white eyes.
I like that he's just it's white period, because the one thing I don't like, because I know you like that current Moon Knight run that's going on right now. I don't like how Moon Knight is drawn where it looks like he has a fucking aura around him. I hate it.
You know,
if you look at if you look at it,
I've never noticed it.
And I think it's more so just because, you know, Declan Shalvey was the one who started doing that in the Ellis stuff.
Okay,
he's been drawing it a lot more since the trailers have come out, because he was just as shocked as anybody else was when he saw the Mr. Knight suit.
Yeah.
So seeing him draw it again and seeing how he does it, and then looking at the current stuff, I hate that the white. I don't think they know how to.
I'm gonna tell you why that's happening, but go ahead, finish.
Shoot. No, I'm just saying I don't think they know how to do it the way he did it. In a sense, they can't make it just be strictly white, so it looks like he's glowing. Like he looked like he got Ultra Instinct going on every time I fucking see him.
Well, okay, the scenes where it's happening, there's a light. Like, all right, I'm not going off the whole thing. I'm just going off Moon Knight number 1.
Okay.
Moon Knight number 1. There's a shot in here. I'm gonna try and pull this up. Let me see if I.
All right.
Okay. I'm assuming, and it might take you a second to see what I'm talking about. You might, I don't know if you see what's up on the screen right now.
I see the Mr. Knight suit on the screen right now.
Okay, it'll pop up in just a sec for you. But I'm assuming you're talking about like how it looks when the next shot comes up. But typically when that happens, it's the moon basically reflecting off of him, because a lot of people don't never catch this, but his suit is actually like. It originally was adamantium, but I think it's carbonadium now or some bullshit. But like, basically, I don't know. It's silly. It makes no sense. But in a way, it's probably intentional, because Moon Knight's whole mantra is that he doesn't want to hide from anybody. He wants people to see him coming. So that may or may not have something to do with it. I'm not 100% on that. But that said, I just get me the show. Hurry up and get me the show.
Yeah.
Which I think is in March. I believe the date, March 30th is when that's going to be dropping. So we got something to look forward to.
Shit, you already got the Batman first of the month.
Yeah, I know, right? We get Batman first of the month, getting Moon Knight to close. Moon Knight Ain't that about a bitch? Here, let's get into some. We got some super chats here. Let's go and jump to. We got a $10 super chat from Ed Boy in the cut. Says Marvel needs to clear some things up. Are variants just different versions of the same person from a branch timeline within the main universe, or can variant be from another universe as well? Okay, so I took variant to be any alternate version of a character, whether it's from an alternate timeline or a parallel universe. But the way they kind of do it. And okay, so Marvel is really weird about this. So basically, any time that there is an alternate version of a character, they usually do this thing where it's an alternate reality version of a character, but it's a, like, especially with future characters, they're an alternate version of a character from the future if a certain timeline goes this way or that way. Or maybe over that way. But then eventually that timeline, maybe it never comes to pass, or maybe it does. I don't know. But I've always kind of taken it as though it's someone who is from an alternate reality or timeline. That's how I've always taken it. But that said, yeah, it's the multiverse is about to make shit real weird here in a little bit. That much I can definitely say. Pop Culture Guy 3000 with the $4.99 super chat says, I doubt it would happen, but it would be nice to see variants of characters we haven't seen before in this multiverse Illuminati, like Dr. Bashir. Okay, so I would like that as well. I would like to see characters that we have yet to see before, but I got a sneaking suspicion it's going to be pretty much all characters we have seen before, because I almost kind of feel like, and I'm not saying that this is the gospel, but I kind of feel like Marvel thinks that if they put in somebody brand new, people won't know who it is. Like they put in somebody brand new, people will be like, "Ooh, who the fuck is that?" Not saying that's how it is, but that's just kind of the impression that I get. Like honestly, me personally, and I know a lot of people don't like the show. I don't like it either. I hate it. I think it's a dumb show. I think it's a stupid show. It's a terrible show. In all reality, it's a fucking awful show. But I wouldn't mind if they brought back Anson Mount. Have that motherfucker as like legit Black Bolt. Like with the whole costume, with the mask, everything. He just sitting there just being silent as fuck. Like honestly, the dude that we kept talking about that everybody thought was Mr. Fantastic, I'd laugh if it was Anson Mount. If it was Anson Mount, but Black Bolt. Or if it was Anson Mount playing Mr. Fantastic.
Honestly, I think No Way Home proved that even with a little bit of screen time, you can redeem something. Yes. So, given being put in the right hands, they could very well make Black Bolt a great character in this movie. They did it with Andrew Garfield. Now everybody's dick riding Spider-Man movies now.
Oh yeah, no, people were like, "Oh no, man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't bad. Y'all are just terrible." And it's
so who say like if it is, we could very well see something positive come out of it. If it is Black Bolt, I doubt it. Yeah. But stranger things have happened.
They do, and apparently will be happening soon on Netflix. Anyway, I want to thank Gabriel Knight with that 1999 the super chat. We got Gabriel Knight coming through saying, just paying my tithes to the building fund. Let's get those likes up. Yes, dude, please and thank you. Please and thank you. We really would appreciate it. We got 255 people in here. Can we please get them likes to at least, I don't know, maybe 175, 180? That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking a lot here. I'm just trying to, look, I'm just trying to keep, we're just trying to keep the energy up. That's all. Anyway, you know what? While we got the moment here, and actually we got us another super chat here from my homie Tubes the One, coming through the $5 super chat, says, imagine if they grabbed folks from The Gifted. I wouldn't mind the guy they got to play John Proudstar / Thunderbird being in their MCU X-Men roster. See, here's the thing. I like The Gifted. I thought they did a really good job with some of those characters.
I was late to the party on that show. I didn't even know that show fucking existed.
Yeah.
Until it was done.
Oh, yeah, no. And here's the thing. John Proudstar on that show. And I want to look up the actor's name because I want to give credit where credit is due. Because not only was he good, I actually liked the chick that got to play Polaris. I actually liked her. I mean, she was, kind of on the skinny side, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. You do what you got to do. But let's see here. I'm pulling it up here. Where is and Blink. I forgot Blink was on that show. Jesus. But yeah, Blair Redford is the guy who played John Proudstar. Dude was awesome. And then Emma Dumont, who played Polaris. Dude, they even had the Stepford Cuckoos on that show. They had Sage, for Christ's sakes. They had all kinds of crazy characters on there. Like, it was ridiculous. But yeah, if they got that guy, I'd be totally into it. Like here's the thing. You can take parts from a thing that works. Like, I know a lot of people, climbed up my ass when I said this about New Mutants, but I stand by that. You can, yeah, it is actually, but yeah, it's to prove a point. But no, because I saw something Gail Simona tweeted, and I agreed with it because it was like you can still take parts of that thing and then move it on over. Andrew Garfield is proof of that. You know, once again, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, which everyone hated, supposedly back then. I didn't hate it. I just didn't think it was the best thing ever. But a lot of people now, like, and the same people who criticize me for liking Amazing Spider-Man 2, now I'm seeing them on social media. Yeah, man, I don't see why everybody was talking crazy about Amazing Spider-Man 2, man. Y'all were out of line. And these are the same folks who criticize me for liking Amazing Spider-Man 2. But anyway, neither here nor there. Point of the matter is, you could take some of the things from New Mutants that works, and then move it on over, and just leave the shit out that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Like, I really liked Magic, even though she was high-key racist as fuck at the beginning of the movie. She was high-key racist as fuck. We're not going to let that go. But yeah, there's parts of that movie I thought, the people involved did a good job.
Danielle Moon Pie. That's all I'm going to say.
Anyway, look, man, look, leave that poor girl alone, man. She was trying. Anyway, you know what? Speaking of trying, before we talk about Peacemaker, I want to throw a little shout out to DC Comics. DC Comics hooked your boy up. They sent your boy a little, ooh, God, this motherfucker's heavy. A little care package. DC 2022 Black History Month. Putting respect on it. So let's talk about it here for a minute. We're gonna open this up. So here, let's get this bad boy open here.
This is what I mean when you all say, man, it's good shit for you and Carter for those 65,000. No.
He said no. Well, first things first. Let's we got a hoodie on top, and a hat. Look at this, man. Look at it. Got the Black History fit. Look at that, y'all. Black History Month, DC. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna wear this. I'm not because I think I don't like it. I'm not a hat guy. For those that don't know, not a hat guy. I don't. This bald head got to breathe. Okay. So yeah, there's that. We got us a hoodie. Here, I want to show this. Let's get a all y'all, bruh. Look at this. They got your boy on here. Look at that, y'all. Got the homie Static. Homie Static with the yellow on the inside. Look, and it's the pullover junk too. This is it's not thick. It's not. It ain't thick. It's thick with a CK. Not thick with a.
This is Memphis. We talking about. It ain't hoodie weather.
No. This like if you going down to you just taking some stuff out to the trash real quick. But yeah, also they sent me this, which is funny because I literally just bought this.
Yeah.
But you know what I think we're gonna do? I don't know.
I'm gonna be like the gross sisters.
This motherfucker be like, yeah, man, can you go ahead and hand that over right quick?
I wish I had the music on deck right now. I would just play it.
Bruh. Here is two of the other things they sent me. They sent me a Mr. Miracle. Varian Johnson, Daniel Isles. Yeah.
Oh, that's the new one.
Mm-hmm. Well, technically, this is the old Mr. Well, this Mr. Miracle actually existed.
I mean, newer book.
Well, newer book. Oh yeah, newer book. Yeah. This is the new junt. This is the new junt. So yeah, this is I'm digging this. They also sent me I'm assuming this is a kid's book.
That a Cersei original?
Maybe. But we got a Batman and Robin and Howard.
That sounds like such a nasty show, bro.
But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm into it. But whoever, yeah, this is okay. You know what? Okay, they wrote Jedi Academy in Space Time. So yeah,
The Adventures of Batman and Robin and Howard, and you just heard an Ed and Eddie theme coming.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, they also sent me a hardback copy.
Man,
of Naomi season 1. So we got your boy Bendis, David F. Walker, Jamal Campbell in here. Off rip. Love it.
I like how he gets all the goodies. Fuck y'all.
And then they also sent your boy hardback The Other History of the DC Universe by John Ridley. So they hooked your boy up. Oh, that ain't even it. We got one more. Una mas. Actually, 2 things. I didn't realize there was a button down here. I almost lost it. They sent me a button with the Black History Month logo that they got, which is cool. I'm into it. And then I think this is actually the money shot right here.
Ew.
This right here, with the majority of DC's black characters. Look who all they got on this bitch. Look who all they got on this bitch.
You don't know the reason I'm laughing. That's funny.
Well,
I'll tell you after the show.
Oh shit! Okay. Well, we'll
it's behind that. It's something. I'll tell you later.
Copy. Anyway, but yeah, they got. Let's see who all we got on here. Let's see. We got Batwing. We got Natasha Irons, aka Steel. We got little Naomi. We got John Henry Irons over there. Shit. This is. I actually can't see. Is that Duke Thomas down there on the? Nope, Duke Thomas is on the other side. We got Thunder. I think that's Thunder. I think Lightning's on the other side. I believe. I don't know. Anyway, but we got Jace Fox. Mm-hmm. We got Joe Mullen, Green Lantern. We got I think this is Jackson High version of Aquaman. We got Bumblebee. We got Mal Duncan right there, the Guardian. We also got John Stewart. We also look. We got a little look. I almost want to call her Megan Fox. Not Megan Fox, but what was the girl name? But anyway, but no, shit. God, why am I blanking on names right now? Dudley. We'll just say the last name. We'll just go with that. But we also got Kid Flash. We got Batwoman. Actually, this is the Javicia Leslie version. Look who they put up there. Nubia. Got Nubia up there looking right. Got Black Manta. Got some Cyborg, some Vixen. Look, Mr. Terrific and Black Lightning just hanging out on the side like they pals. Look at it.
And boy in the cut, that's not who it was. It was actually Kevin Graveau who you're talking about. But
wait, what's that?
Nothing. Hush, Ed boy. Silence. Silencium.
Silencio por favor. What?
As my grandmother used to say, to shoo people away. Mgawa.
What?
Go away. Yeah, my grandmother was a lunatic. She would say random African voodoo gibberish to make you leave her alone. It was very funny. Like she was putting voodoo curses on you.
Oh god. Anyway, that said, but thank you. I want to give a thank you to DC Comics for hooking your boy up like that. Like I said, they tightened me up, man. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Megan Good, yes, Megan Good. I don't know why I was thinking about Megan Fox. Anyway, Carter, you watched the season finale of Peacemaker, right?
I did not.
You didn't? What?
Boy, I'm lying. I watched that immediately when it came out.
I was about to say. No, what do you think about season finale, Peacemaker? No spoilers yet.
Enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I guess we can go ahead and get this out of the way. The season as a whole, I really enjoyed. A lot of y'all are gonna be upset with me. There's one negative in this entire season, and it was not Eagly.
What?
But no, this finale, it was a good finale. I'm just a stickler for things, but like I really wanted to know what the fuck the cow was.
Oh,
so that's one thing. Well, but then Economos said it was a damn caterpillar.
Called it a kaiju too.
I just want to get this out of the way. I know you said no spoilers, but just Economos falling was the funniest goddamn thing.
See, you know why? You know why I thought I don't even think that's a spoiler. But you know what? I thought it was hilarious just because that would have been me. Like, yeah, everybody's
I would hope you don't snap your leg.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, yeah, everybody else was coming out like Hardcore, Vigilante, Peacemaker, even Adebayo at one point.
Which was fucking stupid. Let me go ahead and get it out the way.
I loved it.
You've been slawed the entire season.
She been handling business when she had to. She just doesn't like killing people. She doesn't enjoy killing people. Like, she's not a psychopath like Hardcore and Peacemaker.
You've been mid this entire season, and now you Jane Wick. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Well, I mean, shit. Then you can say the same thing about Economos. Shit. You can say the same thing about
this so here you were saying it was a regular cow with a butterfly in it, and it mutated into that?
Probably. Well, all I know is that when brought up, even Goff said, "Yeah, it's a cow." So whatever the fuck it was, even on their planet, it's a cow. But that said though, I wasn't bothered by that with Adebayo because technically she's killed people. No, I mean, you know, that was at one point where she didn't want to kill the one dude.
I was gonna say, like, she shot people after Peacemaker already killed them.
Well, no. I'm talking about like, what was it? There have been other points where she's actually done shit. It's just that, like, yeah, that's kind of the whole point of her is that she's not like the rest of them. She's not Vigilante. She's not Peacemaker. She's not a psychopath who gets off on killing people. She's not even Hardcore, who is, you know, perfectly fine with killing people, or Mern, or anybody else for that matter. You know, hell, even Economos is quicker to kill somebody than she is.
Yeah, he killed his leg.
He killed his leg. Well, I mean, he killed the gorilla. He killed Harambe.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You dug in the bag for that one.
Yeah.
Black History.
Well, I mean, shit. In that same instance, I mean, it was Adebayo basically going. I mean, I saw it as a journey. She went on a journey from being a person who was reluctant to kill people to realizing that, you know, she had something to fight for, and she actually had a dog in the fight on this one. But no, like a lot of people would, you know, when a lot of people envision themselves in action sequences, they always think, yeah, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be the dude that did this and all the cool stuff with the flips and throwing the shield and cutting heads off and catching the shield back and then shooting the shield into people and pulling out the two swords and cut people in like an X pattern. No, you're going to be the motherfucker who tripped over the fucking thing and fall down and break your goddamn leg because you ain't a superhero. But no, I thought that shit was funny as hell. Also, that was even more funny that he wrapped that shit up quick and got back in the fight. He just rubbed some dirt on it, just kept going. But no,
that boy got that Far Cry heel in there.
Now look, he got that Batman leg is what he got. He got that. Remember, what was it Dark Knight Rises when they gave him the thing that strapped around his leg, and dude's leg was good for the rest of the movie.
No.
Then she went, and he was like,
put it on immediately and kicked through a brick wall. I said, "Excuse me."
But no, I did actually. I'm glad you said that about Far Cry.
Yeah.
Look, motherfucker, you just got blown up. Dude, gonna live plus some bandages.
You
all right, I'm good.
You're gonna pull a random bullet out that was nowhere in the scene. He full of health now.
This dude got ate by an alligator. He come out the alligator. But no, I liked that this was pretty much all, like, for the most part, it was almost all final conflict, final confrontation. Yeah. I'll even say I thought it was even more impressive, and I love the juxtaposition here. But, like, you know, what was the thing everyone talks about with Peacemaker the most is, like, the intro, like how crazy and insane the intro is. Mm-hmm. And then you get to a part, and I guess, you know, at this point we can kind of get more into, like, spoilers, but you get to a point where Hardcore is out there fighting. And you hear that you got the song going.
Yeah,
you got the song going, everything. Everybody's like, oh, man. They're whipping ass to the song. And then the song starts slowing down. It starts sounding like somebody put their finger on the record and just started slowing the record down almost to like a complete stop. And then like your shit just pops off. She ends up getting shot. Everybody's getting broke off. And it's like, man, you took that thing that was like such a feel-good thing and you turned it into something that was haunting. That was like, oh my God.
She was acting like one of them motherfuckers we fighting on Hunt. She took that shotgun shell and got a hit marker on it.
Right.
Turned around and fuck, dude.
Look, you know, like when you hit somebody, just go, ugh. That's when she took that shotgun, she was like, ugh.
Like she fell at the end because she didn't hold F on the keyboard to
right.
stop the bleeding. She didn't stop the bleeding, you know what I'm saying? But,
all of a sudden you just hear her go,
we play too much Hunt Show.
Yeah, we really do. But no, I just really thought it was really cool. It was really cool. What'd you think about the cameo?
I enjoyed it. A lot of people got really upset.
Really?
And yeah, dude, like literally after I watched the finale, I wanted to see what people were saying about. I want to see if people were reacting the same way I was reacting to certain things. And the one thing that I saw on Twitter that was trending literally right after the fucking episode ended was your boy, our boy, the world's boy, Ray Fisher. So that was literally trending on Twitter right as the episode ended, because he was nowhere to be found.
No.
Neither was Batman.
No.
But no one talks about that part.
Well, the thing is, I think we know why Ben Affleck wasn't around.
Well, it's not even that, though. But, like, they didn't even have them as silhouettes. Like, they had Superman and Wonder Woman. But to answer your question, I like the cameos. I'm hoping that it almost seemed like, even though they said they're done with the Snyder stuff, I could see Jason Momoa saying "fuck you, Barry" in a Snyderverse Batman movie or a Justice League movie, I should say. I could see him saying that. So it's like, oh, keep doing this, because that's the one thing Marvel didn't do.
Well, yeah, it's also like, it's kind of like, okay, so James Gunn did what I actually think Marvel should do with Deadpool. And speaking of Deadpool, once again, I think I said this when I was on the IFLC show. With the benefit of hindsight, I actually like those Deadpool movies less and less and less and less with every time I see them. And
you said that so many times.
I really do. I do not care for those movies anymore now. But if I wanted somebody to bring Deadpool back, they were like, hey, who'd you get to direct Deadpool? Get James Gunn. Get James Gunn. Because James Gunn, like, okay, so Deadpool, the movies, I always feel like they were just cursing just to curse. Like, they were trying really hard to make sure that they had an R rating. And it's like, okay, we got the violence, but now we got to have the language. And they were just making up curse words. They were just making up combination of the curse words. And it honestly it sounded so cringe. It sounds like my stepson whenever they curse in front of me. I'm like, ooh, you just sound so cringe when you curse, because you sound like you're trying too fucking hard. Like, you're trying to sound edgy. That's what it sounds like. But that's what I would do. I think it's perfectly fine for the Justice League to curse, on that level, and to talk about, not safe for work subject matter in something like Peacemaker. I think that's perfectly fine. And that's the same thing I said about Deadpool. It's like, if they continue to make Deadpool movies, I think Deadpool should be as raw as he wants to be in his own shit. But, like, if he's in somebody else's shit, maybe not so much. But in this case, it's the reverse of that. Like, just the idea, like, the Justice League is in something that is more raunchy. So it's okay for them to be raunchy, because that's what would happen in, like, a comic. If this were a comic of Peacemaker, the same thing would have happened. Also, it was a funny callback to the first episode.
Even before the cameos, just the fact that he just goes, "You're late, you fucking dickheads."
Oh, yeah.
That part kills me out of everything.
Well, and it was hilarious because Adebayo literally called Amanda Waller, was like, "Yeah, get the hey, get the Justice League in here," or some shit like that. And it's like, Oh no, they're not getting the Justice League, and the Justice League actually shows up. But could you imagine if one of them they had that one butterfly left, man, one of them, if that one last butterfly would have went up Aquaman's ass, I'd have fell out. I'd have fell out. But no,
yeah, I like that DC is doing this because they've done it with Crisis on Infinite Earths, and now they've done it with this. So, I mean, it took them a minute, but I like how they're building their universe now.
Well, you know why it works is because it's not as connected as like I think people want to think it is. It's connected, but it's also not connected at the same time. Yeah, all these things exist in the same realm. They all take place in the same world.
Yeah.
However, for the most part, if you don't see one thing, it's not going to affect whether or not you're confused when you see the next thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like case in point, there's a tie-in in Peacemaker to Black Adam. It don't matter if you didn't see Peacemaker to catch that. You can go see Black Adam and have no clue what the fuck happened. And like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can watch a lot of this stuff. You can watch a lot of this stuff without having to have watched something else, if that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't have to be like Marvel. I mean, you can do the same thing with Marvel to a degree. But that's kind of the area where I think DC shines, is that, like, why Shazam works so well. They recognize that Batman, Aquaman, and all these other characters exist, Superman, so on and so forth. But, I mean, they're not like, oh, hey, remember in that one movie that's coming out, like, don't forget, you got to see this so you can see the next thing. Yeah, it's not like that.
I like how there's no arguments if this stuff connects. Because I think you had talked about this once before, but people were going back and forth whether or not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really connected with everything. I like how you don't have that discrepancy with the DC stuff. Everything is...
Well, like that, and that's kind of why Marvel took all this shit under their banner, is because, you know, Marvel was originally in about roughly the same... Well, and technically... Let's be real here. Marvel was actually in about the same spot as DC a ways back, where DC was the worst about it. The movies, the TV shows, cartoons, none of that shit had anything to do with another. There were like 14 different Deathstrokes running around in the DC universe. God only knows why. Whoever was playing Deathstroke on Arrow was not the same person playing it on Titans. It was not the same person playing it in the Justice League movie in the DCU. It was just like, dude, y'all have... And then when you had the animated movie, it was a completely different actor playing Deathstroke there. Wasn't even the same fucking voice. But it's funny to me because Marvel figured out a ways back that everything works better if you can say definitively whether or not it's a part of something. That's why they got away from all that Netflix shit, and why they let Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. die a very slow, quiet death. Because now they can be like, no, Hawkeye, WandaVision, Loki, yeah, all this shit's connected. It's all connected. You don't have to question whether it's what if also connected. You don't have to question. And then DC kind of figured it out too, like to a lesser extent. And then, like, honestly, I feel like Peacemaker is the first show that actually has any ramifications with anything going on with any of their movies. Like, any, like, actual connection. Like, Doom Patrol, you can tell, like, it exists in the DC universe, but, I mean, I'm not checking for Justice League cameos, you know? Same can be said for, like, you know, Titans. We know Batman exists in that universe, but we know it's not the same Batman that's in any of the other shit. But, like, Peacemaker, I feel like, is, like, the first legit one. Everything else, all that CW shit, none of that shit was connected to the movies. And that's what I think people got kind of irritated by, because, like, Marvel was starting to go in that direction. You know, even though DC kind of said they were going to do it first. But
I mean, don't you think they did with the Flash stuff in the Crisis?
They did, but they haven't done anything with it since then. Like, it's just kind of been like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Because no one's watching.
Because nobody's watching that shit. Well, also, there's no telling. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because you were talking about HBO.
I can't say that. I can't be mean like that. I don't even know what shows are on CW. Let me not. I'm sorry for all CW people. Batwoman, Naomi. I don't fucking know what. Okay. There you go.
Flash is also still running. So is Legends of Tomorrow. But no, it's hilarious though, because yeah, we've kind of hit that point. We've hit that point now where, you know, the CW could go away. that shit's still up in the air. Which, by the way, when the HBO boss was talking about Peacemaker getting a second season, which it is getting a second season, they were talking about the CW. What about the CW stuff? Is the CW stuff going to come to HBO Max? And they were like, well, this is something we would want to do, but that ain't them saying they're going to do it. So it's even more proof that the CW just is an experiment that I don't think failed, but it only succeeded for so long. As far as, I'm not talking about all their shows, I'm just talking about the CW Arrowverse stuff, like the DC Comics related shit. I'm not talking about Supernatural, not talking about, what was it, was Jane the Virgin on CW? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about any of that shit. I'm talking about, not talking about Riverdale, I'm not talking about any of that. Just the DC stuff. I think it was something that worked after a while and then stopped working. But all in all, I love the show. The ending was kind of sad and happy at the same time. It's like Peacemaker's just chilling in front of his trailer. Still got Goff hanging around, getting his last little bit of drip.
I feel like something's gonna come of that, but you said something good there as well, that there is no more after that last little jar of it.
That's it. He had Dead Man after that. And then he's still seeing his dad, even though he killed him in his head. He's still seeing his dad. I did like that part. I did like that part. Yeah. I think that's because he was almost not redeemed, but it seemed like they were going to go the Punisher route with this, but who's to say with his dad still being there, that doesn't drive him off the fucking deep end. Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm curious to see. Like, honestly, I never thought I'd say this about a white supremacist. I'm kind of sad they killed him off. Because I actually kind of enjoyed the back and forth between the two characters. Like, I honestly almost kind of wish that they wouldn't have interweaved that plot with everything else that was going on. Yeah. Like, if there's any one criticism I have about the show as a whole, I almost kind of feel like White Dragon could have been something they could have done. Like, if it were me, not saying that, my way is better, but if it were me, I would have left White Dragon in prison. And then had all that other, or maybe have him get out and he just kind of goes off and he is doing his own thing and he's plotting his revenge. Like, case in point, remember I think it was like maybe 2 episodes prior where they show where he's gotten out of jail and he's like banging the dumb skinhead chick and they're showing him getting ready for like, getting his suit together. That would have been some shit I would have showed at the end of the season to show that he's getting ready to come back and that he's going to, come fuck up Peacemaker's shit. And then work towards killing him off. But like, I still like what they did. It just, I do wish they would have taken more time with that, because Robert Patrick was really good at being terrible.
I think he's still going to be terrible. He's just not going to be.
It's going to be different.
I mean, we don't know if he's not even going to show up in the suit. He might show up in the suit,
Yeah.
just to more so fuck with Peacemaker's head. But all in all, for this to be his first TV show, James Gunn did a really good job on this.
Oh, he did fantastic.
Really, really good job on this.
He did fantastic. And here's the thing. I love the fact that this is how you could tell James Gunn actually read John Ostrander's Suicide Squad. Because I'm talking about both the Suicide Squad movie and the Peacemaker show, because these characters are in both for the most part. But if you actually go back and watch the Suicide Squad, a lot of those characters that were like the tech team, a lot of those characters were from the comics, including Harcourt and or not Harcourt, but Economos. Hell, I was goofing off with Robo talking about this. It took me a while. It took about maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 viewings before I finally realized who the woman was who went upside Viola Davis's head with that golf club. And then I realized that was Flo Crawley from the fucking comics. The girl that had a crush on Bronze Tiger and she ended up getting killed. But anyway, spoilers for like a 40-year-old comic. If you didn't know, now you know. But yeah, speaking of DC, Carter, Were you a fan of the Super Friends?
If it was on, I would watch it.
If it was on, he's like, maybe. He's like, why? He's like, why?
Yeah, if there were no other good cartoons on, it would get left on while I did stuff.
Okay. Well, speaking of getting left on while we did stuff, we had a super chat a ways back. S.O. Grizzly with a $20 super chat. We appreciate you, pimp. But that said, the Super Friends, or at least part of the Super Friends, are going to be becoming DCEU canon.
Okay.
And for those that are curious as to what the fuck it is I'm talking about, I'm talking about, was it Shan and Zan?
I think so.
Or Jan and Shan? I can't remember anyway. Point of the matter is, fucking Wonder Twins. They're making a Wonder Twins movie. They're making a Wonder Twins movie. And I have questions. Because now I wonder if it's going to address any of some of the dumb, silly, ridiculous shit.
So it could very well do that, because I think one of the people that are behind it did that Rampage movie with Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
So it very well could go the Wonder Twins bucket of water.
Yeah. I think yeah. Well, here's the thing. I would love it. Yeah, I know I always am very critical of deconstructionist style superhero movies and TV shows. But actually, this is one of the few where I'd be like, this is where it could work. Where, like, if you just deconstructed, like, what they are like, if you actually showed, like, if you embraced the ridiculousness of it, even more so. I'm trying to remember the last comic I saw them in. Jesus. I've actually seen them, like, and I'm not talking about, like, the Brian Michael Bendis Wonder Twins. I've seen that. Yeah. But I'm trying to think, there was a DC comic I saw them in recently, because I was doing research for something. I don't remember. Anyway.
Can I tell you why I'm not looking forward to this, and I'm not going to be able to take it seriously?
Why?
Lorne Michaels from Saturday Night Live is why I won't be able to take the Wonder Twins seriously. But Saturday Night Live used to do this sketch. It was a cartoon sketch. Mm-hmm. It was, you might remember it. A few people in the chat might be a little bit too young to, but there was a superhero team. And it was called the Ambiguously Gay Duo. That's what
I knew that was where you were going.
That's what pops in my head when I think about the Wonder Twins, because I used to always see those skits.
Oh, yeah. For those that don't know what we're talking about. Oh, my God. Bruh. That shit.
Dude, I'm gonna think about the fucking theme song of the Ambiguously Gay Duo every time I see the Wonder Twins.
These guys, these guys right here, the Ambiguously Gay Duo. And the thing is, it was like the shit that they used to get into was like, it wasn't anything ambiguous about it. It was like, no, dude, just there. It's like, okay, all right. Like, okay, no, wait. This is the shot that I think most people... Look, we'll probably get shut down for this shit. I don't know. We'll see in a sec. But this is the shot that I always remember. Like, whenever they would fly, like, one of them would grab on to the other one and just kind of hang on, and, like, they were literally, like, dude was literally, like, humping him while they were, like, flying. That shit was fucking raw.
Or they would go to the bathroom to change into their superhero suits, but they would both go in the same stall. And they would be in there for, like, a good hour and a half.
Bruh. And the thing is, here's the sad part about it. You couldn't get away with anything like that now. You really can't get away with anything like that now. Like, that's one of those...
The picture just popped up.
What? Oh, you just lost. Yep. The Ambiguously Gay Duo. Yep.
Oh, man.
That was a thing that has happened. Oh, my God. I can't even show this. Bro, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna send it to you, Carter, because I'm not putting that. I'm not putting that in the. I'm not putting that on the show because we will get shut down if we show that. Yeah,
that cartoon was awesome.
Carter, check your DMs, bro.
And that was one of their attacks.
Yeah, that was actually. Maverick, you know what? I'll be fair. I will post a link to it in the chat. Y'all view at your own risk. You view it at your own risk.
Yep, that was one of their primary attack moves. Right there.
There you go. I'll even pin it so everybody can have a chance to see it. I said I would never use that feature, and yet here we are. But yeah, so I totally get it. I totally see why you would feel that way. But here's what we know. This is gonna be written and directed by Adam. I'm not gonna try and say his dude's last name. It's like Steichel. I don't know. Whoever it is, they were the screenwriter for Black Adam. Yeah. And Marty Bowen and Wick Godfrey are gonna be producing the project. But this is going to go straight to HBO Max. This is not going to be in theaters.
Oh, okay.
It will be on HBO Max. And let's see here. I'm actually seeing here one of the individuals who I think is wow. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Anyway, their opinion's kind of all over the place. But basically, just know it's going to be something. It's going to be a thing that happens on HBO Max. That's what you need to know. Let's also take a moment to, real quick, I don't want to bring the mood down, but we're going to do it anyway. So, as some of you may know, George Perez... George Perez has been battling cancer up to this point.
Yeah.
And very recently, he has been placed into hospice care. Apparently, something happened. They said it was like a string of medical issues that cropped up while he was going in for treatment, and basically, he has inoperable stage 3 pancreatic cancer. But, and it feels weird to say this, that there's a silver lining in this, but it's not really a silver lining.
Yeah.
But basically, what you need to know is that some really cool people were able to make something really awesome happen. Now, I think originally when we talked about George Perez, we talked about how, man, dude, Marvel and DC should just get their shit together and reprint the JLA Avengers comic.
Yeah.
You know, and have all the proceeds go to George Perez's family or some shit like that. Well, that didn't happen. Marvel and DC were not able to come to any kind of terms to make that happen themselves. However, the Hero Initiative has come together, and they have made it possible to basically make the DC Marvel team up actually occur. And basically what's going to happen is they're going to reprint 7,000 copies of JLA Avengers in honor of George Perez. So that's going to be a thing. George Perez is actually going to, finally get that honor. And for those who don't know, I just want to point something out here. For those who don't, or who maybe you don't know who George Perez is, you're wondering why you should even care about George Perez. I want to show you guys something. I want y'all to put some respect on this motherfucker's name. He drew all this. George Perez was responsible for some of the best art across some of the best comic book storylines in comic book history. Not only that, he was also influential in the telling of some of these stories as well. But you look, this is actually a spread from JLA Avengers. This is going to get reprinted. This is going to wind up getting reprinted. Once again, 7,000 copies are going to be going out. And it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be. It's sad. It's actually sad that it took this to make that happen, and I'm sad that George Perez is in hospice care, and that this is this is the thing that's happening. It sucks. It sucks. Cancer is terrible, and the fact that and I just want to point out something. This guy, George Perez, I've never met a single individual who has ever had anything bad to say about this guy. I've never talked to anyone who has ever met him who has ever had a single bad thing to say about this guy. This guy is just an amazing soul, kind, and just awesome. Just all around good dude. All around good being. And it sucks. It sucks. But the good news is that it will actually this will actually be something that can be done. Yep. But basically one of the things that there and a lot of this reason why a lot of this happening because the company that is kind of spearheading this is a company that that he was a part of. It's basically like he does a lot of charity work. Mm-hmm. But he did actually going to say that the Hero Initiative is one of my greatest sources of pride. He says, I'm stepping down with absolutely the greatest feeling of accomplishment. We've helped so many of my peers, and the Hero Initiative has helped me. I'm grateful to them, and it's a nice legacy to have. But I don't know. This is just crazy. This is crazy. But basically, even Kurt Busiek even had a little chime in on saying, he's like, I'm absolutely thrilled, of course, that Marvel and DC were able to come together to bring the book out again, that that we're able to honor George like this, and that we're doing it in a way that benefits the Hero Initiative, which has been so helpful to creators in need, and which George has been such a strong supporter of for years. So he says, can't wait to see the actual book. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I don't know what the I don't know, like if it's going to be in hardcover, whatever form it's in. I'll be picking it up. But like I said, just go tell your favorite creators how much you love their work while you can. Is basically what I'm going to say here. Go tell them while you can, and please be kind. Please be kind. Because you never know. People just could be here today, gone tomorrow. Yep. But anyway, last bit of news, and then we'll get into our recommendeds and questions. Carter, are you familiar with a comic by the name of Zero?
Yes, actually. When you sent me these stories, and I didn't believe this one because I'm like, there ain't no way. But I actually went.
No, they didn't.
But actually, when I got these stories, I went back and I found the issues, and it's 12 of them, and I read them. I think this is gonna be one of those red box originals.
For those that know, we're talking about Zero.
Yes.
Which this was a series by I believe Christopher Priest.
Christopher Priest.
And
Priest, as he's in all his book, like Prince.
Just Priest. Also the homie Chris Cross, who also has been doing a lot. This motherfucker. But this was Zero. Zero was one of those characters, I guess. I find this funny, if for no other reason, the fact that this character's name is Coltrane. Like his government name is Coltrane Walker, and they nickname him Train. But so I immediately see this, and the only thing I'll be thinking about the whole movie is it's the Coltrane, baby. That's all I'm gonna be thinking about. God. That's all I'll be thinking about the whole time. But the reason why we're talking about this is because apparently Zero is going to be one of the next DC Comics heroes to get a movie. But I do agree with Carter. This might be one of the Red Box originals, man.
Now, do you want to explain to them? Well, okay. Look, how do we do this? You know what? First, why don't you just explain who Train Walker is?
Oh my god. Okay, so basically, oh my god. Okay, so this guy is kind of slick. Okay.
Do you
okay, I'll tell you what. I'll take it.
Okay.
I want to preface everything I say here by bringing up the Brown Bomber. Y'all remember the Brown Bomber? How many of y'all remember the Brown Bomber?
It's so hard to find things about that character. It's hilarious.
I actually am thinking about doing a video about the Brown Bomber. I actually have been seriously considering it for quite some time. And you know what?
Mhm.
I think I just finally got my reason to do it. So the Brown Bomber was a guy who was a white man whose superpower was that he yells black power. And a bolt of lightning, like just the energy hits him, and he turns into a black man. He says, I only have my powers when I turn black. Or should I say African American? Anyway, they only last for 1 hour. I call it CPT. Lord. Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be real with you, brother? I fucking hate the Brown Bomber. I hate the Brown Bomber so much. But here's the thing. So basically, this was... So, okay, of course, we brought up Christopher Priest and Chris Cross. Here's the thing about this comic is that this was actually the first... I think it was the first black writer. Christopher Priest is considered the first black writer in mainstream comics. Even though, I think technically... Well, no, I don't think... Was Dwayne McDuffie... I don't know if he was quite active yet. By the time that when Priest hit the scene. I don't remember exactly. However, point of the matter is, Zero is a black man who...
Don't let the blonde hair and Caucasian skin behind that mask fool you.
Yeah, don't let it fool you. He's not a white man. You look at Zero, he looks like a white man. He basically uses powers to disguise himself as a white man so that he could be a government assassin. And 50 Cent, G-Unit.
You forgot the one key part.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so after reading those issues, the one key component, you forgot about all of this, okay?
Oh, yeah,
now, he is a black man portraying himself as a Caucasian assassin while also being one of the best basketball players in the world.
Oh God. Anyway, yeah.
Who was in the NBA, but his attitude and horrible hood ways got him kicked out of the NBA.
Yeah.
Him being around the gangsters and the thug element.
He had to get out. He had to get out. Wait. Are you
now
telling
that
me?
Motherfucker in the D League now, playing for, I swear to God, he's playing for the Randy Orton squad. He's playing for the Vipers.
Oh God. Wait. Are you telling me that he spoke to Bishop G.E. Patterson, who told him, you need to get away from the drugs, get away from the in crowd, get back to God?
Oh, no, he still has that shitty attitude. But one of the teammates that has his back, big ass afro. His name, he refers to himself as the Doctor. Okay.
I have, you know what, Carter, you just inspired me. I think I got 2 videos that I'm going to start working on this weekend. I think we're going to do the Brown Bomber, and I think Zero's going to wind up getting a video. I think Zero's going to get a video. But yeah, okay, you know what? The reason why this is even being talked about is because of 50 Cent. 50 Cent is going to... 50 Cent is basically going to be producing and basically putting everything behind it. 50 Cent's G-Unit film and television company is going to be basically making this movie. We don't really know anything beyond that. But I have a sneaking suspicion 50 Cent might even. I don't know if he could. I don't know if he would star in it, but I would be surprised if he put himself in the lead role. I wouldn't be.
I don't think he
surprised.
will. I think he's gotten away from that just because. And I don't want to take anything away from him because the G Unit television stuff, you know, we have Power and its multiple freaking spinoffs. We got BMF, which is the show that a lot of people have been that have a lot of people, have enjoyed. Yeah. There was another show that was on ABC called For Life that was based on a guy who was wrongly convicted in jail and spent several years in jail, then got out and became a lawyer. So they have some things on. They got some hits, but Zero, man, and the one thing, and this is supposed to be the key thing. I don't think you really touched on about this. This ain't a one-off.
No.
This is supposed to be a franchise.
Oh yeah. Oh right. They're talking about building off of this and making an entire. They don't use the word cinematic universe, but that's basically what it sounds like they're going to try and go for.
Yeah, we're doing a whole series about a dude playing a dude. It's actually another dude.
Also, I love the fact that wait here. Hold up. Wait, where was it? So someone said what I was thinking. Baby Toshiro said, so it's another Spawn.
I don't remember Al Simmons ever doing a finger roll on Kogliostra, okay? He's not like the train. He ain't like Train, okay? He never dunked on somebody or hit a 3 in anybody's face. He's not Spawn. Which
well, no, I think
saying
he was talking about how.
Oh God!
No, talking about how. Remember Al when he tried to turn himself back to normal in the first few issues of Spawn, and instead of turning back to Al Simmons, he turned into a white dude. That's early Spawn. That's like the first few issues of Spawn.
Good
if you
Lord.
go back and read, like, it's in like I think issue number 2 or 3, I think, but it's within the first 5 issues of Spawn. But when Al goes and finds out that Wanda, because he's trying to go back and get Wanda, he realizes where she's at, so he tries to transform himself back to normal so he can get back with his woman, and he ends up turning himself into a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white dude. And with hair much like this guy's. But no, the funny thing about it was, I think later on, and I only know this because I did the research for that video, but he, like, a new guy took over as Spawn, and it was a dude who looked just like the guy.
Jim Downing.
Yeah, Jim Downing. Yeah, he was basically, I guess, I thought it was kind of stupid that they tied it in that way, but it was like, y'all didn't have to do that, but that's cool. I guess. I think.
Now here's the thing. This could be good because he does have a lot of different cybernetics in his body. And the thing about the character as a whole was the fact that technically he's what'd you see? DC gives Ernie a box, and Ernie makes the Black Bomber vid.
Also, I saw was please don't do the Brown Bomber during Black History.
Oh, please don't! I didn't even think about
that. No, I'm not gonna do it during. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for it to die down a little bit. Then
okay,
I'll drop it. Y'all won't even see the shit coming. Y'all won't even see it coming.
But another thing about the character is technically he's dead.
Oh yeah, talk about Zero.
Yeah, Zero is actually dead. He had died years prior to when the book actually came out, but he was reconstructed with a lot of these implants and something that's called the X enzyme. I guess, and that's where Zero comes in, and it reconstructed his body, but at the same time, it's going to kill him at some point. They just don't know when it's gonna kill him. Yeah. So there's some things there.
Yeah, there's some things. All right. There are some things. I don't know. Honestly, here's the thing. So for those who are not aware, the Brown Bomber is one thing. The Brown Bomber is one thing. That's one thing. And the only reason why the Brown Bomber doesn't catch as much flack from me as probably from some other people is because of who made him. Like, a lot of people don't know that Dwayne McDuffie made that character. Actually, Dwayne McDuffie and Tony Isabella, who, for those who don't know, Tony Isabella is the guy who's most famous, for creating Black Lightning. So it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, eh. And this Zero, it's Christopher Priest, so it's just kind of like, look, man. At least it ain't some white dude making these characters.
A lot of y'all that know Christopher Priest from the recent Deathstroke stuff,
yeah,
which is a lot of you. This ain't that.
No, this ain't the same Priest. This Priest built different. Did you know Christopher Priest almost was a part of the original Milestone Media?
I did not know that.
Yep. He was one of the guys that they actually tried to bring in like early on, like before it actually became a thing. But for whatever reason, I never got confirmation as to why he never joined. But maybe this might. I don't know. Wait, when did this come? When did this come out? This was 97, 98. So yeah, this wasn't a factor. This wasn't a factor. But yeah. Anyway.
I really want to see how they're gonna juggle assassination and basketball. I got to see this.
God.
I got to see this.
Wait, I'll watch that. That's it. Drop Brown Bomber on the 29th of February. Because there's no 29th of February.
Bro.
Well, if it's a leap year, you'll get it on a leap year.
I'm beginning to see why this was only 12 issues.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, you see it now. You see it. Drop it on April Fool's Day. Maybe, who knows? Also, the Human Porch. We gotta put respect on the name. The Human Porch. Coming through with the Blerd Club Silver. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's it. 6 days before Elden Ring. Ooh, don't remind me. I'm hurting right now, man. I'm hurting.
I do not care about that game, man.
I
just do not care about that game. I might look at Dying Light 2 though. I might look at that.
What are you gonna get it on? If you get it on anything?
What? Dying Light?
You're gonna get it on
Yeah, I'm getting it on PC just so I can use that Epic Store coupon.
Okay. Well,
so
I won't be able
to some bread.
I won't be able to play with you then.
I heard they don't have crossplay.
Nah, no cross. Well, they didn't have crossplay originally either, but I mean, once again, whatever. I don't know. They might add in. I think they did say they kind of hinted that they might add crossplay at a later point, but I don't think it'll be anytime soon. But if they did, I would be totally into it because I love the co-op in the first game. But yeah, that said, that's all our stories. Carter, what is your recommended read for the week?
Man, honestly, it was a tie between two things, but I'm gonna go with the safe pick. I think I'll talk about the other book next week. There's gonna be the recent issue of Thor.
Okay.
By Donnie Cates. I know a lot of people have been just completely dunking on his Hulk run, but Thor number 22 is another really solid issue. If you don't know what's going on, basically he's been having a hard time controlling Mjolnir, and the one thing people tend to forget is that Mjolnir was created by Odin, and it's actually a living. It was created by it was made by
Mother Storm.
Okay, which basically it's alive. Yeah. And if you were reading the Jane Foster run, when she fought Mangog, she threw Mjolnir into the sun to kill Mangog. Mjolnir had a problem with it.
Oh,
and
yeah, Mjolnir was not happy.
this entire arc, hell, this entire run.
Yeah, because they actually tied it to the Donald Blake stuff.
Yeah.
They tied it to the Donald Blake stuff.
Which is so funny that his goddamn hammer orchestrated the Donald Blake stuff. Basically, his hammer is going on a fucking rampage, and it also has the power of the man goggle with it as well.
And presumably and presumably there are others.
Yeah. And
yeah.
It was another solid issue, man. The ending I was not expecting. What you brought up about his mom, I didn't even put two and two together, but that's kind of funny.
They completely this comic completely ignores the recent retcon that the Phoenix is Thor's actual mother. It completely ignores it because they straight up refer to Gaia when they bring it up. Yeah. But I will say the one thing I did love about this comic was I wondered how long it would take Donnie Cates to use the line that everything is a nail to a hammer, and it only took 4 issues into the story arc.
But yeah, another solid issue of Thor versus Mjolnir, which I never thought I would say, but I like the continuity with his arm because he snaps his arm back in this issue.
It's funny. It's funny you brought up Donnie Cates and his Hulk run because while I didn't actually physically sit in on the Stegman and Friends live stream this past week, I actually did have it up and was listening to most of it, and I thought it was interesting.
I missed it, man.
Yeah, it was good because Donnie was actually there.
Yeah, it was Donnie and Matthew Rosenberg. I would have been there for that.
And
I'm so mad I missed it.
I think Chip Zdarsky jumped in later, and then Ryan Stegman jumped in later. But what I thought was funny about it was Hulk came up. And I thought it was very interesting because it was really interesting to hear Donnie and Matthew Rosenberg, which he had to dip out a little bit into it. But Chip Zdarsky and
Chip Zdarsky always pops in just to shit on everybody.
Oh no, I was here for it. But actually, here's the thing: I actually appreciate that he actually came in to be the voice of reason.
Okay,
because he brought up something that I thought was very interesting. He talked about how every comic book writer at some point or another writes a story that people don't agree with immediately. And then it's a slow burn story. And then eventually somewhere down the road, eventually at some point, after a few issues have come out, people finally see where the story's going. And they're like, oh, okay. And that's kind of how I felt. And I mean, I've been enjoying his Hulk up to this point anyway. But that's also how I felt about this issue of Hulk, which will be technically my recommended for the week.
Really?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed Hulk this week. I've been enjoying it all the previous weeks too, but I thought it was interesting because Donnie's taking us somewhere else. We're not in Earth 616 anymore. He's gone somewhere else. Banner has taken the Hulk to a whole other dimension, whole other parallel universes, and he's gone to a universe where Banner never became the Hulk. Ever. He's not the Hulk. However, other shit's happened, and they're talking about all the things that have happened, especially in this universe where Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is the president of the United States.
Yeah, I did like how they were like, the Gamma stuff worked in this dimension.
Yeah.
And it just completely put Tony out of business.
Gamma put Tony out of business, and not only that, but the idea that mutants were derivative of those Gamma experimentations, and that they said, "Oh, we mutate motherfuckers. Yeah, get them out of here." And they literally nuked mutants off the face of the earth. It was crazy. But I love the twist at the end, which you can technically kind of see a mile away once you realize what's going on. But there's a character in the universe that is really close to Banner who also has been experimented on. And when you kind of see what's going on there, I love how, this Banner who, our Bruce Banner has run into was all about sticking it to Thunderbolt Ross, being like, no, we're going to fight back against this guy until he pulled that trump card out.
Wasn't expecting it.
I was not expecting it either.
I was expecting it to be. I was totally expecting either Rick Jones.
I did too.
It was Scar.
Yeah, no. Okay, so my money was on Rick Jones. It was not Rick Jones, and it was not Scar either. And I'm actually really curious to read the next issue now. But that was one of the things that Chip Zdarsky was talking about, because he was saying how, like, you know, people weren't crazy about his Daredevil off rip initially, because he was going in a weird direction. They didn't know where he was going. You know, and other people too were talking about how, like, Matthew Rosenberg talked about how, like, people didn't know where some of his stories were going until they finally got where they were going, and they were like, oh, okay, cool, now I get it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's why I always tell people, because we live in this era now where everybody wants information right now. We want to know the plot and everything that happens right now. We want it fed to us, like, just immediately, rather than just, like, okay, that was what Matthew Rosenberg was talking about. He was talking about Task Force Z. Okay. And how it's a slow burn book, and people, like he said, people were like hitting him up being like, well, what about this? What about this? Well, what about Red Hood and Bane? Why is this happening? Blah, blah, blah. He was like, just wait. He's like, we're going to get to it. We're not going to
I really like that book.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he was even talking about how he said, we're not going to answer all the questions of the story in the first issue. Like, we're not going to we're not going to give you the finale of the book in issue 1. You got to wait. You know, and that's why I keep telling people, like, people always ask for slow burn storytelling, but they don't really want slow burn storytelling. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed that a lot, especially lately. But once again, Hulk, number 4, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. This issue is, like, honestly, it kind of reminded me of something that Al Ewing would have done with his Immortal Hulk. Like, the body horror of it, and, like, the sadness of it. It reminded me, like, when I saw it, I was like, that's an Al Ewing move. That's something. Al Ewing totally would have done that. If this was Al Ewing's story, I would have expected that. I would have expected it. But I loved it. I thought it was great. But anyway, that aside, let's get into Super Chats. We got one from Gokon Shuri's baby's father. Says, Blerd and Carter, if y'all had the power of the brown bomber turning into white dudes, what would y'all's names be? Ooh, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. My name would just be you know what? Here. Call me Captain Mayberry. That's what I would be. I'd be Captain Mayberry. And every time I pulled up on the scene, you'd hear that Andy Griffith pop on. Be like, doo doo.
Jesus Christ.
That would be my name.
Mine is easy. I would be called the colonizer.
Ooh.
And in order for me to transform, I would scream out oppression. I'm a horrible person, y'all.
Hey, I'm not mad.
I'm a bad man.
I'm actually sitting here thinking about it. What would I yell? Nothing I can say on YouTube because it would get me canceled. Oh wait, he said, did y'all get the super chat this morning? Let me go back.
You know he said
I actually have. Yeah, I have it now. Here, let's go back and look at this because we actually bruh. Oh my god, yeah, this was early in the morning. Says kick and Sink off the team on Black History Month. Shakes my head. Wear my Koofy hat.
Oh,
For those who don't know, Sink is acting like he's trying to lead the X-Men now. Which I'm not happy about.
And he won his gal, man. I'm so happy that they went back to that plot thread.
Yeah.
Which actually proves your point, and we're taking our time.
Yes.
To get to it.
You gotta take your time. You can't. And it's like sex. You don't just want to get in and then get out. What's that? I mean, you might want to. I don't know.
Like, just speak for yourself. But I loved. I that was my favorite part of that book. And apparently, the MODOK stuff was actually referencing the Hulu series.
Yeah, it was referencing
which
TV
I
show.
didn't know. So that was pretty cool as well. But goddamn, Sync took you 217 years to have your first kiss. God, that was just the first.
Just to get a kiss, not even get the ass. He just said, no, just kiss. But
how buff is your one arm for a couple hundred years there, boy?
Look, that's what I was telling him. I was like, man, look, it wasn't like he had options. Like he could go smash he can go find one of the post-human chicks and smash. Be like, yeah, no, I'm not a mutant. And then get out.
Danger.
Then he's like, sorry, I got to kill you. But no, we got another one here from Nick D with a 1999 super chat. Says, got here late, gonna watch from the beginning. Love y'all. We appreciate you. And by the time you get to this sector of the video,
this shit would have been over.
We'll be gone. We also got one from the homie Terrell Fields. One of the HNICs at Blerd.com. Says, never trust anyone named Thaddeus. Yeah, that is true. That's true. You gotta, like, honestly, you know what? I don't think I've ever met a Thaddeus that I got along with. I have to think about this now. I'm gonna have to sit and meditate on this now. You've given me something to think about. Let's also take a look at the Discord real quick too, and then we'll start looking at questions from the chat. Let's see here. We got one from Dude Man. It says, peace and blessings to y'all, brothers. Next time I'll put something in the collection plate, but till then I have a question. Who are some black streamers or cosplayers you would like to have on the show? Hashtag getting those likes up. Hashtag happy Black History Years. For me, streamers or cosplayers. What was the oh my god, I'm trying to think of the one girl's name.
Tall and quirky. Is that who you're thinking about?
Yeah, you know what? I could, you know what? That's one. I was actually thinking of cosplayers first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but streamers, definitely. Tall and quirky, she's awesome. I love her to death. Not to mention, I mean, we would probably not talk about comics, but we would probably just talk shit. We would just be talking shit just for 5 ever. But no, I'm trying to think. There's one in particular I'm trying to bring to. Is it Panterona or Panterona or she's the one who she does like Wonder Woman and Nubia a lot. Anyway, neither here nor there. There is, I'm trying to think of one of the other ones. Cutie Pie Sensei, definitely. And what's the name of the other one? Dax exclamation point. I'd like to get Dax exclamation point on. Trying to think of some other ones. Drawing blanks. I'm drawing blanks. Now, when it comes to streamers, yeah, Tall and Quirky. I could always hit Tall and Quirky up. Be like, hey, you want to come be on the show?
No, I just she popped up on Twitch one day, and I thought I couldn't remember if she did cosplaying or art.
She does art. Yeah, she does art. Yeah, she's an artist. And a good one too. She's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hold, let me mute this because Twitch is being wild problematic right now in my ear. Another one is here, and I'm actually looking. Lord Balvin. I would love to trip with because Lord Balvin's a whole fucking just laugh riot. Dude's fucking awesome. I don't know if anybody. I remember there was one day he was streaming. I know some he does more often than not, but there was one day he was streaming one night because he streams in the middle of the night most nights. Like usually he starts streaming, I'm about to go to bed, and that says something because I usually go to bed like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But he was streaming and he was just watching gangster rap videos. When I say gangster rap videos, I don't mean rappers who act like gangsters. I mean like legit Crips and Bloods and shit. Like it was like I was watching it and I actually discovered there were a few of them I really liked. But he's also how I discovered what was it? Was it OT Genesis? Is that the guy's name? The rapper who's always trying to sing and he sounds terrible. But yeah, anyway. Lord Balvin's awesome. He's hilarious. Sometimes you can catch him with Pikachu Lito, who's a friend of both of ours.
Ooh.
Oh, this guy. And then trying to think of another one. Die Hard Diva. I would like to trip with Die Hard Diva, just because she's hilarious, especially after that video I saw her circulating where the ring girl popped up on the screen and scared the hell out of her, and she took off running.
I think I did see that video. I didn't know that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah, that was Die Hard Diva. So yeah, those are some. Those are definitely some. And then here we actually got us another super chat here from a Sweet Exorcist 7 with $4.99. Says, "Are you guys excited about the re-release of the JLA Avengers just announced?" Yes, we actually talked about it a little bit ago. I'm into it. I'm hype. Excited. I will be picking it up. I'm going to try and catch one of those 7,000 copies that they're going to be putting into circulation. Right. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed. More crossed for a hardcover edition of it. I'm hoping they do it in hardcover because I've become very particular now about how I like to read my comics. I love hardcovers. Just something about it. Something about it just does something for me. We also got one from Liquid Monty. Says, "What's up, Ernie and Carter? Hope y'all are good. What is a dream creative team you have in mind for a character? I'd love to see David F. Walker write Miles Morales with a veteran Spidey artist like Common Coley." Oh man. Okay, well this would definitely be a dream because it could never happen. Because one of these people is gone. But Dwayne McDuffie. Dwayne McDuffie on X-Men. I would love to read a Dwayne McDuffie X-Men book. Ooh. Whew. I loved his Justice League. So I know I would love his X-Men. His X-Men would be chef's kiss. Amazing. As for artist, man. Even though I know a lot of people don't talk about this artist, Carmen Carnero. I really like Carmen Carnero. She was on the Captain Marvel books early on before they switched artists. I really liked her artwork. Just it's something about it. I don't know. It's very raw. And I like that you can still see a lot of the line work in her art. Like, I'm not saying you can see everything, but like you can kind of like, I don't know, you just look at her art and tell how things are put together. And I really like that. Next one is Obsidian King. Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness seems like it's going to open up a whole can of worms and possibilities for the Marvel Cinematic Universe that is going to dramatically shift the status quo of the universe. What are y'all's hopes and fears for this possible new status quo? Stuff you excited for the possibilities of and stuff y'all fear this will lead to? Well, I tell you what I fear this will lead to first. What I fear this will lead to is people having unrealistic expectations of future MCU movies. Like everyone expecting every movie to be No Way Home, to be Avengers Endgame. We already kind of hit that with Avengers Endgame. Like I kept constantly seeing people say... The
last Avengers movie, by the way.
It's the last movie that'll be called just Avengers.
Why are people so fucking mad? Y'all, like, as soon as I read that, I'm like, oh, okay, so the next one's gonna be New Avengers.
Look, let's not sit here and act like the next movie ain't gonna be New Avengers, Mighty Avengers, Young Avengers, Pet Avengers. It's gonna be an Avengers movie, goddamn. It just won't be Avengers, nothing else. The adjectiveless Avengers. It'll be something. It'll be like Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, or some shit like that, or New Avengers. Oh my god, I almost put that story in and I deleted it for that very reason. But no. I remember when Ant-Man and the Wasp came out, people were like, "Yeah, man, it wasn't no Endgame. It wasn't no Infinity War." And I was just like, it's not supposed to be.
Ugly ass boy.
Look, when Captain Marvel came out, it wasn't no Infinity War. Eternals come out, wasn't no Endgame. It's like, it's not. That is what I fear. As far as what I'm looking forward to, shenanigans. I'm always looking forward to shenanigans. But that's just me. That's just me. Carter, what about you?
I haven't really thought of anything negative about it just because I was such a big fan of the first film. Yeah, I'm just hoping we get something involving, because I mean you said Kang several times, and I know we've seen Scarlet Witch and we've seen Doctor Strange. We know the Illuminati is going to be in it. I'm really hoping we see something with Loki.
Yeah, I want to see a callback to Loki. It doesn't have to be Kang, but it just
really
something.
hoping we see something, even if it's just
it just be
Miss Minutes.
Miss Minutes. If I saw Miss Minutes or Luke Wilson, or was it Owen Wilson?
It was Owen.
Owen, okay. I always get the two mixed up, and they don't look anything alike. Anyway.
Yeah, Owen Wilson is the one whose nose got banged.
Yeah, Luke is the one that's on Stargirl. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I am looking back, even though a lot of people are down on it, I'm actually looking forward to the America Chavez stuff. I actually really like America Chavez. And I know a lot of people are upset because of the actress that was picked to play her, but I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's whatever.
I'm gonna wait till the movie come out before I say anything in relation to that. Just like with Miss Marvel, I'm waiting until I'm watching it to say anything about that. But yeah, I don't really have anything negative about Doctor Strange. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch, he doesn't really do anything bad.
No,
So I don't see him doing anything that people wouldn't be fans of.
No, I don't see it either.
I don't see it being a fucking horror movie. Let's just say that.
No, and I really wish people would stop saying that. I wish people would stop biting onto that. I really wish they would. And then this last one from the Discord. This one's from Urban Prince of Strong Styles. Now this one is evening. Blerd and Carter. I've been watching some clips of Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I was like, EMH. I was like, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I did not realize Earth's Mightiest Heroes Star-Lord was voiced by Master Chief, and I have to say, Master Chief Star-Lord is the better version than Chris Pratt Star-Lord. Let's see here. Pete the question, what if Marvel Comics and MCU decide to reboot the Guardians of the Galaxy? Would rather have Master Chief Star-Lord or Chris Pratt Star-Lord? Oh, that's an easy one. I would much rather have Master Chief Star-Lord. That's not even up for debate. And if Chadwick Boseman was not gone from this earth, I would rather have T'Challa Star-Lord than Chris Pratt Star-Lord, because that Star-Lord is infinitely more interesting. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But yes, now let's get back into questions from the chat. Let's see here.
Before I forget, he actually put it in the chat. He said that he had never seen or he had never heard about a good I don't think I ever heard of a good Thaddeus in a story. Talking about Thunderbolt Ross Thaddeus, Jeff Parker's Red Hulk run. There you go.
Oh yeah, that is true. There you go. That is true. Let's see here. We said knowing what Sink said for his nomination now makes that look Monet gave him afterwards even more spicy. I forgot about that. I forgot about the look that she get, and they haven't even spoken to each other since all the Krakoa stuff has happened.
Man, get the fuck on out of here. Because I did. Plus, I saw somebody in the chat saying he was simping. Here's what y'all got to realize. And they said it in this issue. They were in there for hundreds of years.
And only
Put
he
an S on
remembers
that.
it.
Put an S on that.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Like, if you were trapped in a place where you fell in love with somebody, and like y'all stayed in love with each other for like hundreds of years, yeah, you'd be simping too. Don't be look. Some of y'all in here married too. I wish one of y'all would sit up here. Y'all typing loud with your chest. Y'all like the keyboard click clacking. Let your wife come in here and see that.
It took me 217 years for my first kiss with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody else but me.
Yeah, no. Ain't no way.
Ain't nobody else but me. I'm a simp. I'm not laying my nice coat in a puddle so she can walk over it. I'm laying in the puddle so she can walk over.
Well, just be like, ooh, yeah. You just kind of reset my back. Just, But no, Bill 930505 coming in saying with X-Men question number 1, whose blood sample did MODOK take? Was it Sync's coming from the High Evolutionary? However, note the victims don't show off his power set. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Part of me was wondering if maybe they got a hold of like Lara's, because no one has a power on the current team that would make people act that way. Unless it was some kind of like secondary thing that we don't know about. But I mean, you never know. You never know. There's a lot of factors that play into it. Other question is since Negasonic and Yukio appeared in issue 8, could the former get her original powers restored from the waiting room back in Trial of Magneto? And can she lead an X-Woman series? I kind of felt like maybe they were, I don't want to say angling for it. Jerry Duggan doesn't waste time talking about shit that ain't gonna be a thing. And they do take a moment to put respect on Negasonic Teenage Warhead's name. Like, they literally spend about almost half a page talking about her.
And apparently she just got hella females.
Oh, no, she clapping. Look, she literally, dude, Negasonic done closed down at least a quarter of Krakoa already as we speak. She'd have closed down. Look, well, Carter, do you remember? Did you ever watch Impact? Impact Wrestling. There was a.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can actually find this. I
hope nobody's running on Krakoa, because there is a lot of scissors going on.
They would. Okay, so I don't know if you remember. Shelly Martinez went up against Rebel.
Okay.
And there was, I think Rebel put Shelly Martinez in this weird ass leg stretch deal, and Shelly Martinez was just hollering, screaming "my vag" over and over and over again. That's how I'd about killed Carter.
That match. Let me give you.
Oh, wait. Here. So, Carter, here. I'm going to tell you right now. Do it. Here. I sent you the video.
But I realize we talked about it already.
Let me see if I can. I think, is this it? Is this? I'm trying to see if I can find exactly where. Yeah, this is about it, roughly.
She's stretching her into the. They were going to do.
Okay. No, that's where they're talking over it. I'm going to see if I can actually find the actual clip. But it's Shelly Martinez versus Rebel, who oddly enough is in AEW now. But yeah, there's a part where they're wrestling, and the girl's literally like, she's hollering "my vag" over and over and over. It was pretty rough. It was bad. It was very bad. I can't find it. But if I find it, Carter, I'm gonna send it to you. So you can giggle. But no, that said, have you guys checked out the Kanye West documentary? No. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I saw the name of it, it took me a minute to realize what it was saying.
Oh, genius.
Yeah, I was like, is he being weird again? And I was like, Oh, and then I got it. I watched.
That's how they say it in Resource.
I watched Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre instead.
Ew. I heard that was bad.
It was alright. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. Y'all holler at Frankie lately. Actually, I talked to her a few days ago. Granted, it was very brief and quick, but I do plan to holler her again soon. She just had a birthday not too long ago. Let's see here. Says Eric Morgan with the $5 super chat says, I spent 3 years waiting for Sabretooth to get out the hole, and so far it's proven to be not worth the time invested. Make Victor Krieg great again. I think he's going to get out.
One issue.
It's only the one issue, and I think we got 3. I think it's a 3 or 4 issue series. I think, or maybe I think it's 3 or 4 issues. We're gonna get there. I want to see what he does with the people he's got down there. Because clearly he knows how to do something that Xavier and Magneto don't want him knowing how to do. Let's see here. Says, this is from Shaman05 Line. Says, Blerd Without Fear, Carter presents. My birthday just passed and would just like to get a shout out from you guys on Blerd Koa. Could y'all put some respect on my name? Man, of course we can. First off, happy birthday. And don't think I don't notice. Shaman is one of the OGs. Shaman's one of the OGs. Shaman have been with us for a good long while. Like, I mean, good long while. So happy birthday to you, and I hope you are just kicking back, chilling, and just all the good things in life are happening to you and nobody else but you right now. Go enjoy yourself. And look, just whatever you do, if you do something crazy, name it after me. Y'all put some fist up in the chat for my homie Shaman05 Line, please. God knows I will be. Here, we're gonna put some Panthers up for you. That's how I roll.
Speaking of Panthers, there's a question from Quoth Moon. Do you think MCU will mention Kevin Cole, Black Panther?
Oh, wait, talk about Casper Cole? The one that the one that, I think he was like albino. I don't know. I feel like that one is such a deep cut. I think you could get away with it, but I don't know how that would play out. I think you could do it. I think there's a story that could be told there. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see here. We got did anyone ever get the Mystique power set the Sentinels got during X-Men Days of Future Past? It made no sense. Seemed like they had Darwin's power more so, to be honest. Okay, so what they're talking about is the Days of Future Past movie, because I think technically those were supposed to be Nimrods. That's what I think they were supposed to be. They should do a really good job of like getting that across. But the Sentinels were trash in the X-Men movies. Like, they weren't that... Like, I think the best they got, and this is really one of the only times they really got featured, was it was in Days of Future Past, but it was just like, ugh. Like, this all y'all got? Y'all ain't got nothing else? All right, then. But yeah, let's see here. What's this one right here? Okay, here. Let's get to this one right here. So we got another here. Tubes the one with the $5 super chat says Dwayne McDuffie got to write X-Men while he was still working in Marvel. Chris Claremont's name would never be brought up again.
Dude.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Chris Claremont, like, here, this is the thing that's amazing. This thing is amazing. I think that if Dwayne McDuffie would have gotten an opportunity to write X-Men his way, the way that, and I was actually, me and my wife were talking about this the other day because of the video that came up that some people got mad at me for, that I didn't even make. But I co-signed it. We were talking about, I was talking with her about the whole Charles Xavier and Magneto are not inspired by, or I won't say inspired. They can all be inspired by, but like people will always would say that, oh, they're a direct adaptation of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, which is not true. It's not true at all, actually. I mean, while there may be some, honestly, I think where people get that from is from the movies. Because there's one part in one of the X-Men movies where Magneto says, by any means necessary. And everybody just kind of took it, ran with it. But they're actually based on Jewish leaders, not black civil rights leaders. Not to mention, some of those brought up in the videos, like, so this man, Malcolm X, who never committed a violent crime during his civil rights movement years, y'all go compare him to a dude that literally been out here killing folks. Okay, cool. But no, it wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing. But that was something that we got to talking about, was like, like black people, I think, have a tendency towards embracing some of the aspects of sci-fi and fandom that tend to get overlooked by your average white fan. Like case in point, I always like to use Dragon Ball Z as an example. Black people just adopted Namex as just being black. There's no commentary within the show whatsoever to support it, but we just accept it. It's kind of like how black people just we just assume that Norman Osborn got some black in him because of the waves. We just assume that X-Men is about us. And it is. It is about civil rights in general, but it's always been about prejudice in general. But it's more specifically mirrored the Jewish struggle with prejudice more than anything else. There's tons of evidence to support that. But it supports bringing down otherisms. Like people being treated as other. That's what it's all about, period. And it doesn't matter whether it's for their color, their gender, their sexuality, whatever. It's all a blanket statement. And some people accept that and some people don't. But yeah, if Dwayne McDuffie would have written X-Men, black people really would have had a reason to feel the way they feel right now about X-Men. Not saying they don't have a right to, but just saying that, it would be even more justified. Because Dwayne McDuffie would have wrote the fuck out of it, is what would have happened. But, neither here nor there. Let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Oh, we got one from T1000. Well, with the $5 super chat says, just supporting bros. Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for that. We appreciate you. Let's see. Can Xavier's telepathy even be a contest with reining in a Scarlet Witch as an Illuminati member? Like, can Professor X cap Doctor Strange or Wanda if needed be, or does magic affect that? Here's the thing with telepathy. Charles Xavier is one of the most powerful telepaths on the face of the planet, despite not being an Omega level mutant. That designation goes to Jean. However, Charles is able to do some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
That other people don't often do. Emma Frost, who is not an Omega level mutant, has been able to do some really crazy, wild shit that other people don't often do with telepathy. So, I mean, I think it's just a matter of, here's the thing. Here's my rule. This is my number one general rule when it comes to comic books and confrontations between characters of comic books. Anybody can catch it if they get caught slipping. Anybody can catch it. Ain't nobody above taking an L under the right circumstances. And that's usually how a lot of the stuff gets written out. People say, oh, well, he caught him when he wasn't looking. Or it's kind of like, what was it? The fight between Sentry and Blue Marvel. The winner is nebulous in that fight because it depends on perspective. Some people say that, oh, Sentry won. But you could also say, well, Sentry only won because he literally sucker punched Blue Marvel. But who's to say? Who's to say? Let's see here. Oh my God, what do we got here? Oh wait, it says Jean only has Omega level telekinesis. Am I right? Well, No, she is a Omega level telepath, and I am going to bring up documentation because I love having. But here is the answer to your question right here. Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, telepathy. Telekinesis is actually Exodus. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But yeah, no. Telekinesis, yep, right here, Exodus. Benet du Paris, Exodus, telekinesis. But yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. And then let's see here. So who is the next black creator or creators you plan to speak to? Well, the Sterling brothers from Ray Comics I'm going to be reaching out to about speaking with them again. And I'm going to try and talk to some other people. Just kind of depends on, honestly, a lot of the times I just kind of talk, these things just kind of happen. They just come up. I don't really ever plan them. It's like, hey, you want to come be on the show? All right, yeah, cool. Or someone hits me up like, hey, can I be on the show? Yeah, I got this thing coming up. All right. That's usually how it goes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the conversations are that short. They're that brief. There's no planning involved. But yeah, and Ray Alexander said too. Yeah, X-Men had a lot of stories that allude to minorities, communities of color, LGBTQ easy. Yeah. It was a thing. It's not new. It's not new. Even the movies kind of did it. Like I never really thought about it until it was framed this way for me. But the scene in the X-Men movie where Bobby is, they're talking to Bobby and his parents, it kind of sounded like a coming out, like the parents talking to their kid about coming out. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like anything other than that to me. It just is what it is. And then we got here, and this will be. Let's see. Ooh, here, this one's from Bill. It says, will Chimera, Shatter, Unveil, Dark Veil, Threnody, and Shard get their own breakdown videos in the future? Well, one of those I can definitely bank on because I've already started doing the legwork for it, and that is Shard. The others are definitely in the works. They will definitely be in the works. That much I can promise you. As far as I'm concerned. And then we've got another one here. Did you guys hear what Marvel's doing, or going to be doing with Kid Omega, turning him into the new Juggernaut? I did not hear
what?
That. Yeah, I did not hear about it. That was news to me.
What? That's not gonna make me like Kid Omega.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. And then we got another one that says, Steve O calls says, is this the guy who got destroyed in debate by Eric July? No, I didn't get destroyed, but I can definitely tell you that I'm the guy who your mom keeps a picture of in her lightsaber drawer.
Ew.
There you go. Anyway,
okay.
Finger 12 with the 1999 didn't in the super chat says been a fan of the show for a long ass maybe for a long ass time, Texas, or maybe I don't know. I think that got messed up, or maybe there was an autocorrect in somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna say a long ass time. Keep bringing the fire. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. You're awesome.
I'm looking at the new X-Force book, and it's Kid Omega.
It is
in some pink Juggernaut-ish. Yeah.
Interesting.
Hold on,
I'll
send it to you now. But yeah, it looks cool.
I can get that. Okay. So
what the
that's
fuck's happening to Kane Marco?
You know what? I actually saw that and did not even put the two together.
Because is he still on that? I forgot the name of that book. But it used to be Legionaries, correct?
Well, no, it used to be Legionaries. Now it's called Legion of X.
Okay.
Which now I'm sad because I was really hoping that would be yeah. Okay, I mean, it looks interesting. I guess here for those who want to see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up so everybody can see it. There we go. There we go. Where'd this other one go? Because I feel like I lost it. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. And I don't know. I can get with it. Yeah, it's a little jarring at first, and I have questions, but I'll ride with it when it gets here. I mean, Steve, you in here, so what does that say about you? you in here watching me. You giving me metrics. You keep chatting all you want, but you ain't hurt my feelings, bud. But yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about right now?
Hmm?
No, I didn't know what you were talking about. I was still reading the X-Force shit. As long as Benjamin Percy's still on that book, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit.
Getting read. It's still getting read.
I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it'll be a thing until it's not. And that's what I'm gonna go with here. But yeah. Kid Omega's juiced. Look, he's on the sauce. He's on that shit that Vince is putting everybody on. Ugh. But like, was it Dark Side of the Ring when they did the steroid trial? That shit was fucking hilarious. If you haven't seen that episode of Dark Side of the Ring, I highly recommend it. Okay. But anyways, we are actually encroaching on 3 hours. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here. And Carter, you got anything?
Not a zilch. I might stream Dying Light 2. Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe.
I might come drop in for that one. I might come jump in for that one. I got nothing. I'll be working on videos for next week. And I'll be playing Horizon Forbidden West. So there you go. And not being a piece of shit. There you go. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful time. It was awesome. Enjoyed having all of you here and chopping it up with you, whatever. The lovers, the haters, the candlestick makers. I will catch you guys later. We out of here. Bamf.